It's 6:01. We hit the airwaves here, and I'm excited, man. There's a story that popped up. There's an item that popped up. It's celebrity-related, and Fester, it has prompted me to dig up something out of the archives from years ago. It is a parody song that has not been heard on the MJ Morning Show since decades. And, man, it's a classic.
Okay.
You know, so I'm excited. I'm going to really rip something out of the past later on the MJ Morning Show. So I'm excited about this. Hey, folks, welcome. Wednesday broadcast. Fester dangled a carrot in front of my face just moments before the start of the MJ Morning Show. And all I know is that Fester has a gift for me. And you're not going to expand until you said about 7:45-ish? Can you speak? This is a radio show.
I forgot the gift.
You're all what?
I forgot the gift. Allison wrapped it, and I forgot it. And I told you.
What the hell?
I forgot the gift.
Wait a sec.
She wrapped it.
Hold on a minute. You just told me. You told me 2 minutes ago that you have a gift.
Because
so wait a minute. So you're telling me?
Listen, I thought I had the gift, but I don't have the gift.
Wait. So you tell me
when I came in and told you I had the gift, I thought I had the gift. I left my backpack in the car.
What are you, in a fog?
No. I thought I had the gift.
Wait a minute. So
I thought I had the gift.
Things have shifted in 2 minutes. Things have shifted.
It's been like 8 minutes, okay? It hasn't been 2 minutes. It's been like 8 minutes. And in the 8 minutes, I went back down to the car to get my backpack.
All right, you told me at 5:57.
Yeah. I got here. No, it was earlier than that. I got here several minutes earlier. Today was my early day.
Oh, yeah.
Today was my early. I showed up. I walked in the building today at 5:49.
Wow, look at you.
I was in the studio at 5:51, and that's when I told you, hey, I got a gift. And I was like, I'm going to go down to the car and get it. And I was in my backpack, and it wasn't in my backpack. And I'm like, crap.
Hold on. Was your wife supposed to put it in your backpack like you're like a third grader where mom puts, your assignment in your backpack or mom puts your lunch in your back, whatever?
I had it in my backpack, and then I took it out.
Why would you take it out?
Because I wanted to wrap it, because it was a present. And I was like, honey, I need you to wrap this.
Dude, what a letdown. You build this up. You tell me
you
tell me 8 minutes ago or whatever that, man, I've got a gift. I want to present it on the air to you.
In the last 10 minutes, I've gone through the roller coaster of emotions from having this great gift.
Dude, you're jerking me around.
I am, and I apologize. But it is
guess
wrapped.
what? You're jerking the listeners around because here I open up with something exciting that Fester's so excited about this gift that he's procured for me.
I am excited about it.
Dude, you're a mess.
But I'm not trying to jerk anyone around. I'm trying to be very forthcoming with the situation, with all the information that I have at that second.
So sometimes jerking is on and sometimes jerking is off.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, and right now it's off.
All right.
Right now it's off.
Jerk on.
Jerk on. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to do that right now. It's off. Just shut it down. I had it last night.
Andrew, can I get the power company shutdown sound?
And it was in my backpack.
We have a whole bunch of them, I thought we had like 3 or 4 of them. And and it's ridiculous. In movies and in TV shows, like when the power goes out, you get that boom. Like it doesn't make a sound.
Well, when I'm not jerking, that's the sound it makes.
Dude, you have just let me down. I was all excited.
I apologize.
Because you were aglow.
I was, and I am.
It was like you were using some new facial cream. It was like you were using some new skin treatment. And you came in with a glow, and like you were using the Jesus in a bottle. Remember that whole segment we did?
That little cream that was like.
What, like $500 an ounce or something.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. There's some facial cream that women have sworn by, and I think it was called Jesus in a Bottle, and it was like ridiculously priced. But women, a lot of celebrities, I think, use the so-called Jesus in a Bottle. So you come in here aglow.
I was bouncing.
Yeah.
I was floating.
Bounding.
Bounding?
Well, no. Well, both are okay. You were bounding and bouncing. You bounded in here.
And I'm like, hey, I got a present for you. And you're like, okay. And I'm like, it's great. And it's perfect for you. And then I'm thinking I'm going to go get it. So I have it here for the start of the show because I took it out last night and it's like, honey, can you wrap this for me? Because she's a much better rapper than I am.
Hey, are you going to let your kids and your wife drive to school in the Tesla Model Y this morning?
No, they're walking this morning.
Was that because of the recall?
No, we have.
Oh, I'm sorry, the probe.
We have adopted
the probe.
We have adopted a more pioneer-based lifestyle, and we now walk to school.
Is Sacagawea leading the way?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
But I live in a diverse community.
Did you see this thing on the? So Fester's wife has a Tesla Model Y, and I've always asked why.
Because it's a rocket and it's a great car and it's super safe.
Okay. Hey, what year is your Tesla?
23, 22.
You better make sure because the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, that's NHTSA.
Right.
NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they said yesterday that an investigation has been opened. So there's no recall yet, but this could lead to a recall. So an investigation's been opened into about 174,000 Tesla Model Y cars from 2021 because there are reports the electronic door handles, they just lock up and freeze. You can't get out. You're a hostage. Elon Musk has trapped you in the vehicle. And, these things have a propensity to sometimes just burst into flames. And, if you can't get out. Yeah, NHTSA said that it received reports citing an inability to open exterior doors, including after parents exited the vehicle to remove a child. Wait, what?
So
why do you make sure what year? And is it only 2021?
When you're inside the car, there's a manual door opener. If you can't press the button, there's a manual way. But if you're outside the car,
you're effed.
There's no.
Holy crap!
Only the lever.
That's the problem. So there are reports of an inability to open the exterior doors
once you get out
after parents exited the vehicle and a kid is in the back.
So think about it.
That's bad.
You're at a supermarket or something, your kid's in the back seat. You get out of the car, close your door. All 4 doors are closed, and you're going to reach to open the kid's door, and it doesn't open. That's awful.
Elon Musk's Tesla did not immediately respond to a request to make a comment from the Reuters newswire.
I will say Teslas do have climate-controlled cabs, so have the climate control on, the kid's going to be quite comfortable for a very long time.
Yeah, what if that fails too? NHTSA's preliminary evaluation is the first step before the agency could seek a recall. So there could be a recall impending. Wow. So why don't you first figure out what model year you have?
What year is it saying the article?
2021.
I don't have that year.
All right, but what if it's also the next year? What if it's right now they're saying it's 2021's? But
I'm going to let all the investigators over there at putting on the nits at the NHTSA. I'm going to let them tell
putting
me.
On the nits. Putting on the NHTSA. If your kid is stuck in the backseat.
Putting on the nits.
NHTSA.
I've always thought that. NHTSA.
NHTSA. Because it's NHTSA.
What a weird acronym.
National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. Putting on the nits. All right, 6:10. 6:10 at the MJ Morning Show. Just getting rolling on a Wednesday. We're slammed today. I am very excited. Hey, do you know about the IDGA foods guy? I had this pop up in my feed like a week ago, and I had never seen this. Do you know about the I Don't Give a... That's what it stands for. IDGAF Foods. And this guy's got a social media account. It's like, oh, my God, where's this guy been? Why did he just pop up in my Instagram feed? You don't know about this guy?
I don't.
Oh, man, all right, we got to talk about this guy later. I had Andrew pull like 8 or 10 different examples of this dude. No, don't go ahead. Don't spoil this.
All right.
Let me hit you with this cold, all right? And it's coming up. All right, we are loaded on a Wednesday. It's the MJ Morning Show, Q105. Don't move. Back in a minute.
Good morning.
The MJ Morning Show. Thank you for checking us out. Thanks to the early crowd listening to us on 104.7 FM right now, Q105. Those that are watching MJ TV, hello. How does my hair look this morning? Is it poofed out enough? And thanks to those that listen to the streaming online. Thanks to those that listen to the podcast later in the day. If you miss any of the show, folks, the entire program is podcast by usually 11 a.m. Andrew's got the whole show podcast on all the major platforms. You just search for the MJ Morning Show on Q105 on all the podcast platforms, and boom, you're in. All right, Fester, I want you to try a technique. Okay. There is a technique that can reduce your stress in minutes.
Okay.
All right. So would you like to know, and this is somehow called an ancient nostril technique. I've never heard of this until I saw this yesterday, but
ancient who? Like ancient Chinese nostril? Ancient Mongolians, the Europeans?
I don't listen. Guess what? This ancient technique can leverage breath control, energetic flow, increase your focus.
Is this what Moses used to part the seas? I mean,
I don't think he used his nostrils to part the seas.
But no, but it helped him with his focus. I mean, he really had to be dialed in for that.
Are you ready to just try this?
Sure.
Quit trying to, you're trying to sidetrack me over here.
I want to know how ancient it is.
So it's a flick of a finger known as the Sanskrit Nadi Sodhana What? Would you like to try this alternate? And you're yawning nonstop.
Yeah, listen.
I mean, I've noticed this. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether it's like right now, you just yawn.
Okay, yeah, I work in a morning show. I get terrible sleep. It's okay, great. All right,
I haven't yawned once.
I don't care.
All right.
I'm not you.
All right. So would you like to practice this alternate nostril breathing? You want to give it a shot?
Sure.
All right, use your right hand's thumb and ring finger. Bend the index finger and middle fingers into the palm of your hand. Exhale fully through both nostrils. Place your right thumb softly on your right nostril by the cartilage to partially lock the right nostril, then breathe through the left nostril for 4 seconds. You got it?
No, it sounded so confusing.
Yeah, you know what? Screw this crap. This is too freaking complicated.
That really sounded hard.
Guess what? This just the instructions are stressing me the F out.
It was like face twister, the way you're describing left and right.
Hell
and
with that ancient Chinese secret, whatever it is.
Maybe it should have stayed ancient. We don't need that in this modern time.
I'm all stressed out trying to read the damn instructions.
Don't we have like breathe right strips now? Aren't we very modern in this society?
Those breathe right strips. I'm sorry. I don't think you remember that there was a time in the NFL where like so many players were wearing those breathe right strips.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna play better because I've got this little Band-Aid looking thing on the bridge of my nose.
It was a Band-Aid with a piece of metal in it.
It's gonna open up my nostrils more, and I'm gonna play football so much better. There was a time, I want to say, like early 2000s,
yeah, that
where
sounds right.
you would watch an NFL game on, Monday Night Football, Sunday games on CBS, Fox, whatever. And it was like half the players had those breathe right strips on their noses. And how many players do you see with those breathe right strips now?
Not as many. None.
None. What do you mean not as many? I see none. Zero.
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
None.
He's not running down with a breathe right strip.
Again, think about this. The breathe right strip. You're putting a freaking Band-Aid essentially on your nose. Oh, and that's opening up my nostrils. I'm going to breathe so much. I'm sorry. I always thought that was a gimmick. And guess what? If it really worked, don't you think the NFL players would still have breathe right strips on their noses today?
I mean, you
used to see them all the time, and now you see like zero. You see like Dick Butkus, all right? Nothing.
If you do put your fingers on like the side of your nostrils, like on the cartilage cheekbone area, and you pull, it does kind of open up your nostrils.
I have no right now. Look, I'm breathing in right now. Okay, now let me pull it apart. There's no difference.
I don't know.
Zero.
I think I see. I feel a small difference. Not enough to tackle.
Get out of here.
Tackle a linebacker or something.
Come on.
Tackle a running back.
If they worked so well, the NFL players, it was a gimmick. It was a fad. I always thought the thing was gimmicky, and I'm sure that. What'd you say?
I like him. No. Here. What's this? Here's a story from 2000 about
nasal strip from 2009. Dude, you got to get your eyes checked.
I do. I have to wear readers now. Oh, there it is, 2009.
Yeah, it's 2009.
But the nine's round. The small font.
Anyway, so this is it's from the Lakeland Ledger from 2009.
Well, the Lakeland Ledger was on the cutting edge of nasal strip technology.
Wearing a bandage-like nasal strip on the bridge of the nose, popularized by professional football players, has become a badge of courage among heavy-duty exercisers. But unless you get an asthma attack when you exercise, they may not help you breathe easier. Researchers at the University of Buffalo in New York tested 13 subjects who rode a special exercycle, first wearing the Breathe Right nasal strip in the recommended position, and then in an ineffective position. Wearing the nasal strip did not improve nasal ventilation or performance during high-intensity exercise. Well, duh. Duh.
Did you bandage their mouth shut? I mean,
look at that.
All right.
During low-intensity exercise, the strip humidified and warmed the inhaled air So the researchers suggest that people who have exercise-induced asthma might benefit from the strips. Anyway, I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why like all these football players used to have those breathe right nasal strips on their nose, and now nobody does. Zero. How the hell did we get off on that?
I don't know. Brought to you by
no, the nasal
The
breathing exercise that I just aborted live on the air because it was by the way, I was only on step 1 of like 10 different steps.
And that was really I'm trying to follow along with my fingers. I'm like, what is it? What?
Man.
I mean, the directions to put together Chloe's TV stand had to have been less complicated than this.
The bed, the TV stand.
All of it easy compared to this put your finger here and this and that.
The couch. So, Michelle, I got to give Michelle credit, man. Because, as you know, folks, we were off for a few days last week as Michelle and I headed up to Connecticut to help Chloe get her apartment together. And Michelle, outfitted the apartment. We're talking the bed, nightstands, a couch, a kitchen dinette set with 2 chairs. Michelle's got the whole thing done for under $1,000.
That's awesome.
Now, granted, everything came in flat boxes with pouch after pouch of screws and washers and little wooden dowels that are reeded and ridged and jam this into that and this and torque this and screw this in and,
That's how everything comes that's kind of, disposable.
Well, it's the disposable. If you go to a real furniture store.
It doesn't come like
then
that.
Then you get real built furniture, not crap that's, out of a box where, a couch shows up in a box, the size of, a couple of boxes of Pampers. And and next thing you know, hey, I've got a couch.
Oh, perfect.
But I tell you, I got to give Michelle credit, though. The bed, a queen-size bed, 2 nightstands, the forest green, the couch came from Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I'm telling the couch was like $258 or something. A whole couch. Oh, man. All right. 6:29 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Oh, if you're flying Southwest and you have a wheelchair, better get ready to take the battery out. Yeah. The policy now, they want the batteries out. Well, I mean, you're not supposed to put batteries in your luggage because the last thing you want is a battery fire, some kind of runaway lithium ion. By the way, they don't allow Teslas in the cargo hold as well. So you're gonna have to carry your Tesla on in case there's a battery fire. It'll take 40,000 gallons of water and 4 hours to extinguish. Now, all kidding aside here, Southwest Airlines changing policy for wheelchair users. Southwest, this is starting, I believe, September 25th.
So can you remove the battery from every scooter?
Well, that's the deal. These scooters and these wheelchairs, they have to make these batteries removable.
I felt like a friend of mine had a hover round and the battery just didn't slip out.
They're going to have to, these companies are going to have to make the battery slip out because starting on September 25th, this is according to Southwest Airlines, if you have a battery-powered wheelchair or scooter, you're going to have to remove the lithium-ion battery from the device before boarding. All right? So this is going to be, listen to me, this is important. This is going to be if it goes into the cargo hold or if it's going in the cabin. You have to take the battery. It's both. So this is, double whamster right here.
Do you have to carry the battery on with you like it's your personal item?
Well, yes.
So you're a decrepit person that needs a wheelchair and you have to carry a 50-pound battery?
Exactly.
Hello, let me get my battery.
So let me give you the details here. This is important. So before boarding, you got to carry them on the plane separately. And then batteries over 300 watts will also be banned. Those larger batteries you'll have until January 11th. So they're going to have to like reduce battery watt hours size, and you're going to have to be able to take the battery out of your device if it's getting checked. You're going to have to carry the battery on board with you. And if you're bringing the actual mobility device on board the airplane in the cabin, it still has to be removed from the device, so it's separate.
Are they going to store the batteries in the overhead compartment?
Dave Hunt, the vice president of safety and security at Southwest. You know, his brother's name is Mike?
Yeah, they work together.
Dave Hunt, the vice president of safety and security at Southwest, said the new policy was adopted to enhance safety for passengers and crew. He says, quote, lithium batteries have become one of the most common sources of smoke and fire. Oh, Lord, it's a fire. Can you imagine getting her sweet brown?
Yeah, I would love for her to be like my flight attendant.
Oh, Lord, it's a fire.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No one's got time for a fire on board your airplane.
You know, and she's right. I really don't have time for a fire on my plane.
Right.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus.
No.
I ran for my life.
Oh, yeah.
And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, so heads up. Ain't nobody got time for lithium fire on your flight?
Think about how that would affect your bronchitis.
Oh, yeah.
All that
that'd be
lithium
bad.
smoke?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Toxic lithium-ion battery smoke?
So bad.
All right, 6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, really good pile of early morons in the news. That's going to be next. Love my morons, and it's minutes away on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. I am in the process of getting my roof replaced. 21 years on, and my underlayment is, crumbling. It's drying out. So when my house was built, 20-something years ago, the roof was that 30-pound paper, and then they hot mopped the tar on top of the roof. Those days are over. Now they're using, Fester, like a rubber membrane, like these peel and stick, like a rubber membrane product. So Westfall was just out on Monday. So a couple days ago, they brought like 8 people to my house. We had a pre-production. Seriously, we had a pre-production meeting, and we're getting ready to redo the roof on my house. And folks, I'm using Westfall. If you have any need for a roof repair, if you need a new roof, because the average roof in Florida only lasts 15 to 20 years, and I'm at a little over 21. If you need any roof work, you want Westfall. Family owned and operated, best materials, best crews, highly trained. So if I'm using Westfall, think about it. Folks, you could probably use Westfall also. WestfallRoofing.com. That's WestfallRoofing.com. And tell them MJ sent you. When you are in the very unfortunate situation of having an accident or a slip and fall, you call Kemp Law. Call them right away. Well, I mean, if you're in a car wreck, if you're conscious, call 911 first, but then a close second. I mean, right behind the 911 call, get on the phone to Kemp Law so they can get working on your case. You want evidence preserved right away. You know what you don't want? You don't want spoilage. Don't drink the milk. Why? It's spoiled. You don't want. What are you laughing at?
A nice Little Rascals reference in the middle of the Kemp Law Group commercial.
Man, I love that. I was like 6 years old watching that crap. So listen, you don't want spoilage. And what that means is evidence that could be very beneficial to your case. If you wait too long, it'll evaporate. It'll disappear. It'll spoil. It's called spoilage. So you want to get Kemp Law on your case right away. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law, KempLaw.com, and tell them MJ sent you. At 6:36, morons in the news next. MJ Morning Show, Q105. Stand by. The morons are on, and this could be one of my favorite items of the day. This woman embezzles millions from a Florida healthcare operation over like a decade, right? And one of the things she bamboozled them on is a golden golf cart.
Oh, wow.
Gotta be a Florida story, right?
I'd like to see that golf cart.
Oh, yeah, golden golf cart. A $15,000 golden golf cart. You've heard of Jackson Memorial, right?
Yes, big hospital,
The
right?
Jackson Health System down in Miami-Dade. This woman was making, good money. But you know what? Got a little greedy. Got a little embezzly. Just a little bit embezzly to the tune of $4 million.
That's a lot.
And it involves a golden golf cart, man. Morons in the news. So this highly paid healthcare executive has admitted to stealing $4 million from a nonprofit and spending the money on luxury items, including a golden golf cart.
Okay, so she didn't steal a golden golf cart like from the premises.
No.
She bought a golden golf cart with
the embezzled funds.
Okay,
Yes,
all right,
I thought I
okay.
was pretty clear about
No,
that.
I thought you were quite confusing
No.
about it. I thought you said she embezzled a golden golf cart out of them.
Well, part of the embezzlement included paying for a golden golf cart.
That sounds like money well spent.
Charmaine Gatlin, 52 years old, defrauded the fundraising arm of the Jackson Health System. So I got to believe that's associated with Jackson Memorial Hospital. By the way, my brother Drew,
Yeah.
he said that's a war zone.
Really?
My brother Drew. Hang on a minute. What time is it? 6:40. Yeah, I'm sure he's awake.
Do you think he knows Charmaine Gatlin
I doubt it.
in the fundraising arm of this
Yeah, nothing
third
like a
world
little,
hospital?
Nothing like a little 6:44 call to my bro. I'm sure he's awake. He said it was a war zone because he did a
Hello.
Hey, are you awake?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, say that again.
No.
You're not awake. You're not awake?
No.
You're
I'm not awake.
You're sleeping right now?
Yes.
Hey, what did you say when you did a rotation at Jackson Memorial Hospital down in Miami? What words did you describe that operation down there? Did you call it a war zone?
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Didn't like a gunshot wound come in every 6 minutes?
I wasn't really in trauma there. I was in pulmonary medicine and GI.
Oh, did I wake you up?
Were you joking or were you really asleep, Drew? Because you sound terrible.
I'm still asleep.
Okay, I think you're still asleep. Anyway, no, we're just talking about this woman that embezzled $4 million out of Jackson Health System, and she bought a golden golf cart.
And apparently they caught her.
They did. All right, go back to sleep. Sorry to wake you up. I thought you were up early. All right, man.
Yeah, I thought
All
you
right.
were an early guy. Come on, man.
I'll see you this weekend scuba diving off of Jupiter, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye.
He sounds like
you're sleeping, yeah.
He sounds like a great time.
Can you imagine $4 million?
I just can't get over how different you guys are. Oh, my God.
Charmaine Gatlin. Yeah, you know what? We ought to probably have like a DNA test to see if there's any different, any different parenting there.
You're a live wire every waking hour practically, and he's like,
Mom might have had an affair with Mr. Dullard.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, obviously he was a smart man, right? He thought he was a doctor, but Mr. Dullard.
Yeah,
Maybe you're the
Mr. Dullard. So Charmaine Gatlin, she defrauded this fundraising arm of the Jackson Health System. So she was arrested, I guess, back in May, pleaded not guilty at the time. So she had a salary that ranged from $185,000 to $290,000 a year.
That's a pretty good salary.
And she ripped them off. She defrauded the foundation. Somehow, she was able to rip them off for at least, there could be more. At least $4.3 million she ripped them off from 2014 to 2024. A 10-year period? I'm thinking their accounting kind of sucks down there. If someone can rip $4.3 million off, in an executive position.
I mean, what is that? $400,000 a year she's bilking.
Anyway,
oh man,
she just ripped off this money, and I guess in one instance she submitted a fraudulent invoice to pay for a $15,600 rose gold colored golf cart that she had delivered to her home out in Weston, which is a nice suburb. And the estimates on her house, the value of her house, according to the Zillow estimates,
right,
$2.7 to $3.4 million.
She lived it up, man.
Oh my God! Holy hell!
That's how you have to do it, though. If you're bilking money, you got to burn it just as fast as you get it.
Tell me, let's stay in Florida with morons in the news here. Let's move down to Bradenton, little closer to the Tampa Bay area. Tell me what you think happened here. Channel 8 headline: Man says he awoke inside truck in the water at a Bradenton boat ramp. What? This guy wakes up and his truck is submerged at the boat ramp in Bradenton. Woke up in a pickup truck in the water on Sunday, according to the Bradenton Police Department, around 3:20 a.m., 23-year-old wandered into the BP gas station on Manatee Avenue. The man said he had awakened in the passenger seat of a pickup truck submerged in the water at the State Road 64 boat ramp.
There's a lot of things that could be at play here. Was he inebriated in some capacity and he made the wrong left turn?
Bradenton police posted photos of the truck on their Facebook page, and the truck can be seen lying on its side.
Oh, he drove off this ramp.
Officers were able to determine that the vehicle belonged to the man and confirmed that nobody else was inside. Tire tracks indicated that the truck departed the eastbound lanes of Manatee Avenue, rolled down the embankment, coming to a rest in the mangroves.
MG, he rode down the dock.
Yeah, it must be it. So did he think that State Road 64 continued down the boat ramp?
This guy could not have been drunk because he drove a reasonable way down the dock.
He straddled the dock?
That dock doesn't look like it's much wider than the tires.
Than the wheelbase.
Yeah, so he kept it.
That's called the wheelbase?
Please
use the proper automotive terminology.
I thought wheelbase was between the front tire and back tire.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
But the overall width of the tire on the axles, he's riding on the inside curves of the tire down this dock. He kept it perfect for, it looks like, 30 or 40 feet.
Maybe it was like The Office. Maybe it was like, the GPS said, make a right turn.
Make your first right turn.
But you know what? It doesn't say that he was, tested. I don't see anything about a field sobriety test here.
Yeah, what's going on, Bradenton?
What's going on? Exactly. I mean, is there any chance he was inebriated, or was he just taking the GPS way too literally? What is that? Is that a? Oh, I
see a 4x4 marking on the back.
Yeah,
is that a Ford?
I don't know. Is that I'm looking at the taillights. Is that an F-150? I'm trying. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Look at the blue oval on the grill. Look at the blue oval. Yeah, and then look at the notch in the Fords. The doors have the straight, and then it notches down on the doors on the top near the window.
Yeah,
it's a Ford F-150.
Okay,
but there's nothing about him being liquored up or anything. Nothing about him, giving a field sobriety test or, blowing into the device.
I mean, is it possible the guy was completely fine and he just got himself in a jam?
Possibly so. All right. You know what you don't do if you're a cop?
I could think of a bunch of things you don't do.
If you're a cop, do not solicit sex from car crash victims.
Okay, dude, that was like one of the top things I was thinking about when you said things you don't do as a cop. I was thinking, hookers. But yes, that's what you don't do as a cop. That should be like on the first page of the handbook.
A former Oregon police officer is getting away with just a slap on the wrist after soliciting sex from a car crash victim in a deal that allows him to perform a little teensy tiny bit of community service. To have charges completely dropped, David McVeigh, 35, formerly of an Oregon police department, needs to complete just 150 hours of community service by January, pleaded no contest to the exploitation of a person. The pervy cop responded to a 911 call of a crash drunk driver on November 24th of 2019. So this has taken years to kind of roll through the system. Took the opportunity to prey on the unsuspecting female. So you got a drunk driving female who he took advantage of. After giving the woman a courtesy ride to her apartment, McVeigh asked the unidentified woman for some oral. The drunk woman complied with the request, thinking that she was making a deal to avoid getting a ticket. No, you never have to do that to avoid getting a ticket.
Did she still get the ticket?
Oh, my God. This is nuts. So the same woman was arrested on an unrelated domestic violence charge 2 years later and revealed to cops that she had a sexual encounter with an off-duty officer named David 2 years prior. Man, it sounds like she's like a trouble magnet, whether it's drunk driving and crashing or domestic violence cases. Holy crap. Anyway, that is not part of a plea deal. You don't have to, perform on a police officer. That's terrible. And the guy should be going to jail for
Seriously,
that.
this guy's
150 hours of community service? What, pick up some trash on the side of the road? My God. Volunteer at a youth center? No, don't do that. No. Yeah, keep out of that place. All right, 6:54 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons of the news on the MJ Morning Show. Fess, let me see your wrists. Yeah, just what I thought. All right, hang on, folks. There's something about the wrist, and it could be you too. Oh, listen, it's definitely. It's either yes or no. On your wrists right now, yes or no. What the hell am I talking about? I'm a yes. Fester's a no.
Ooh.
Where do you fall, and what the heck am I talking about? You'll find out next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Air conditioning. We love it when it works. Oh, we curse at it when it breaks. And guess what? Your air conditioning at some point is going to break. When it does, I've got your solution. You call Plan B Air Conditioning, 813-PLAN-B-AC. If you're looking for an honest, reliable air conditioning company, call Plan B Air Conditioning. Kenny Newman, hello, Newman, is the owner of Plan B. And, you've heard Kenny on the show a couple of times when we've had some AC questions. And Kenny just runs a tight ship over there. I mean, everyone's highly trained. All the feedback I get from listeners that have called Plan B Air Conditioning after hearing me do these commercials now for years, they're like, oh, man, they're great. So I get a lot of thank yous. For a lot of our live clients, a lot of my live sponsor partnerships, I get a lot of response. Hey, MJ, thanks for this, thanks for that. And Plan B Air Conditioning is one of those companies. People love them. If you mention me, MJ, they'll give you 10% off. So whether it's a repair or you need a new system, you want planbairconditioning.com, 813-PLAN-B-AC, and tell them that MJ sent you for 10% off. My friends at Zero Res have an awesome deal for September. And essentially, it's the more you get your carpet clean, the more you are going to save. So how does this work? I'm going to tell you right now. This is a great deal. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $119. Let's say you have 4 rooms. Goes up to just $154. 5 rooms of carpeting clean for just $179. 5 rooms of carpeting, just $179. Listen, The September deal is awesome from Zero Res. Now, let's look at the name Zero Res. You break it down, Zero Res means zero residue. They don't leave the residue like other carpet cleaning companies because they use the soaps, the chemicals, your house stinks. When they leave a residue, it attracts dirt faster. Zero Res leaves no zero. They don't leave any residue because they use ZR water. And it's an electrolyzed water process. You call up Zero Res or you can book online. You tell them MJ sent you, and you get these amazing deals. 3 rooms, 4 rooms, 5 rooms of carpet. Amazing September deal right now. ZeroResTampaBay.com. ZeroResTampaBay.com, and tell them MJ sent you. 6:57, traffic's on. MJ Morning Show back in a second. 7:01 at the MJ Morning Show. The magical 7 o'clock hour has arrived. Fester, look at your wrists and tell me what you're wearing. Are you wearing any of those dangling freedom bands? You know, we've talked about those, and that's not what this is about.
Okay.
But, you know, as we talk about wrists and stuff that people wear on their wrists. See, I'm not a jewelry guy, but what am I?
You're a watch guy.
Yes, I am.
You are a watch guy.
I love a watch. I've always been fascinated. You know, I think it came from both of my grandparents, actually. So both of my grandfathers, my mom's dad and my dad's dad, they were both into watches. So I think that's what rubbed off on me at a young age. I love a watch. I love, a mechanical watch. Listen, I have, a couple of Casios. I've had, my Pathfinder digitals with all the compasses and the altimeters. And, I still have, I just like a watch, whether it's I remember when I was in, what grade was it? I was in, I love this thing. Oh, God, I love it. It was 5th or 6th grade. I had the Casio calculator watch. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah,
with
the black pad.
The little tiny buttons. And there was even a game you could play on that thing. Some like rudimentary, like little game with little dots and lines. Or you had to like catch. It was some weird game. So I've always loved watches. Fester, I don't think I've ever seen you wear a watch.
So, no, I have worn watches. I have a Breitling that I've worn occasionally.
You got that from your
my
father-in-law,
right?
You got that Pilot emergency Breitling.
Yeah.
That if like you crash your plane or you ditch in the water like off some atoll in the Pacific, like Amelia Earhart probably did. That you know what she should have had a Breitling transmitter watch.
She should have.
Amelia Earhart.
I mean, I have the whole.
She
commemorative...
might still be around today if she had.
I mean, it was a commemorative Breitling that I have. But when the battery dies, it's like $800 to get the battery replaced.
But also, I think they changed the frequency.
And that's what the guy told me.
Yeah, they changed. On the emergency.
He's like, I was like, was that real? I even said to the guy,
what's the frequency, Kenneth?
He's like, I was like, is that really going to save me if I get stuck in the middle of the ocean? He's like, no. It's some ham radio operator is going to find you.
All right, the reason why I'm bringing this up, I saw this item. If you still wear a wristwatch every day, psychology says you likely have these 6 distinct traits. So what are they? I wanted to see if Michelle was awake. And Michelle, she's taking a couple of days off. I mean, listen, her hip had hurt a little bit. I mean, she's been bending. I mean, we did so much work.
She's an old lady. She's an old lady now.
Should we stop it? I said to Michelle, you know what? Take a couple of days off. Hold on a second.
Real generous.
Let me see if she's
Take
awake.
a couple days off.
Let me see if she's awake. I did text her. Hey, are you awake? Let me see if she's available to take this phone call. See, I don't know why she leaves her ringer on. I put my phone on silent overnight.
Hello?
Hey, sweetie, are you awake?
No.
Okay. Hey, can I talk to you for just a minute?
About what?
Can you just wake up just a little bit?
I can try.
Okay, all right. So I want to run this by. I think this is very, very important.
What?
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 All right. So I found this item last night when I was doing show prep. If you still wear a wristwatch every day, psychology says that you likely have these 6 distinct traits. Michelle, can you ever in our relationship, which goes back to our first meeting in March of 1987, can you think of a time where I did not have a watch on my wrist?
No.
Never, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
you
so
wear a watch.
You've always had a watch on.
I'm a watch guy. All right, so Michelle, I want to read these traits. So if you still wear
Quickly go. 1.
Say it again.
Quickly go.
All right.
Quickly go.
Quickly
okay.
go.
Oh, you're rushing him along now. Okay.
Apparently so. All right.
If you wear a watch every day, you have a pushy wife.
All right. So tell me,
That's one.
the fact that I love watches, I wear a watch every day. Folks, do you wear a watch? Do you not wear a watch? Do you have these traits? So if you wear a watch every day still, you likely have these 6 distinct traits according to psychology. Number 1, you respect time as your most valuable resource.
No,
No?
that does not apply to you at all. You have zero respect for time.
Who's writing this? The Watch Foundation? If you respect
Because
time.
Anybody who listens to your show every day and hears you say how behind you are every break knows you have zero respect for time.
Hey, are you on your speakerphone or are you talking into the phone?
No, I'm talking into the phone.
Okay, all right.
And you don't respect anybody else's time either.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So wait a minute, I called her to get berated?
You
What all right, number 2. You're intentional with priorities.
No. You have zero ability to prioritize. Next. What kind of a person wrote this?
Yeah, if I
They
carry.
wrote the exact opposite, Fester.
So far, it sounds like a person who carries around a notepad.
All right.
That person has priorities.
Number 3, you value discipline over shortcuts.
No way.
What? This is. Who
You are
wrote
so
this?
undisciplined.
I'm undisciplined.
Yeah.
I've done fairly well in my life.
But you're still
That
undisciplined.
doesn't mean you're disciplined.
Yeah.
Hold on, you don't think that I have any discipline in my career and my focus
No.
and my pit bull-like drive? You don't think there's any discipline there?
This isn't
That's
therapy.
all different. That's not discipline.
Okay, all right. So far I'm batting 0 here.
You have the discipline of like a pit bull or a bully or something. Yeah.
I'm not what do you mean a bully? I'm not a bully.
No. You can be.
You're just rambling. All right, number 4.
You'll find out.
You prefer clarity over clutter.
Nope.
Nope.
You prefer clutter and chaos all day long. If I clean something up, it's like an invitation for you to just go tornado it.
Yeah, I am a fan of chaos.
My nickname is EF4.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Remember MJ's old office at the last radio station that was just like it was essentially just like a U-Haul storage locker with bird dander everywhere.
Yep.
It was
like one of those storage lockers in Storage Wars. I had a desk.
And that's what's going on. That's what's going on inside your brain.
Yeah. I mean you're a cluttery guy. You're not a messy guy as much as you are a cluttery guy.
All right, so far I've done 4 traits and I don't have any of these.
No.
But I wear a wristwatch every day.
You have a nice watch collection.
I do. I love watches.
That's the thing that would confound me all the time with you with time, because I would say you are so obsessed with wearing a watch that has the most accurate time, and you call that place on the phone where it's some radio thing out there where it tells you like,
Michelle,
at the beep, it's blah, blah, blah time. And you make sure that everything is set to the time. And you couldn't show up for our wedding. Your mother's like, he'll be late for his own funeral.
Michelle, it's the Naval Observatory.
Well, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, that one.
There's WWV. Hang on a minute. 1-303-499-7111. That's the WWV clock.
He even knows the number.
Out in Fort Collins, Colorado.
By heart.
At the tone, 11 hours, 10 minutes, coordinated universal time.
All right, so that's WWV. Then you have then Fester, you're right. Then you have the Naval Observatory Master Clock. And that number, that's a 202 number. That one is 202-762-1401. And that's the Naval Observatory Master Clock. And then you call that one up. And then that one gives you the Naval Atomic Clock time. Sometimes it doesn't pick up, though. Oh, here we go. You hear the little clicks?
U.S. Naval Observatory Master Clock. At the tone, Eastern Daylight Time. 7 hours, 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Universal.
All right, so folks, the time's going to be off when you hear it because
of a delay.
We're on a delay, just like a 20-second delay. All in all. All right, so Michelle, you don't agree with any of these traits?
So far, no.
All right, number
You heard
5.
them all?
All right, there's 2 more. There's two more. Number 5, you balance tradition with practicality.
Nope. You're the most impractical person I know.
Yeah, and you're surprisingly non-traditional in many ways.
This is turning into an MJ torch fest.
No, you just don't make this. This is you bringing it up. It's not us volunteering our thoughts on you. It's you bringing it up. Am I this or not? And the answer so far is no on everything.
All right, let's see if
Whoever did this research, I'd like to steer empirical data, and they're fired.
Michelle, here's the crazy thing. I can see this applying to other people who wear watches.
Yes, I know, right?
Right, I know. When you
and me.
Right.
No, you and me.
I'm probably not many of these things either.
So we're up to the last one. Let's see if I can get one of these correct. All right. Number 6, fine. And if you're just tuning in, folks, if you still wear a wristwatch every day, psychology says you likely have these 6 distinct traits. And so far, out of the first 5, I've got none, according to my wife and Fester. Number 6, you lean toward authenticity.
Oh, man. I might
Okay,
have.
so you know what? See, Fester, it says you lean towards it. It's not like a real definitive one. So I'll give you this as a slight check.
Yeah. So, all right.
I'll have to give you that one.
I think I'm very authentic.
I think you lean toward it.
Yeah, exactly. You lean toward it. It's just a loosey-goosey one.
Right, let me read the treatment here. Finally, let's be real. Wearing a watch is a choice in a world where you don't need to. That makes it an authentic signal. Listen, what you see is do you agree that what you see is what you get with me?
I will.
Oh, yeah, all day long.
I will lean that way.
No.
Yeah. Be careful, Fester. Don't lean too far.
Don't lean too far. You fall off the edge with this guy.
No,
exactly.
That's 100%.
Okay, everything on this list also applies to people who wear sneakers. You know?
And bras.
Yeah, you're efficient with your time. You lean toward authenticity.
Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Are you enjoying your time off since you showed up to help out a couple of days in late January, early February, and then you've ended up being here every single morning in the studio. Are you enjoying a couple of days off outside of the studio?
Sure.
Oh, by the way, the phone thing was solved yesterday. So the phone says it has been solved. Ladies and gentlemen, the path has been cleared for us to move into the brand new MJ Morning Show studio. So I'm very excited about that. Hi, Michelle. You woke up nicely. You sound wide awake.
Well, I'm glad. Good for you.
You sound all chipper and wide awake. All right, I'll see you later on. Thank you for appearing on the MJ Morning Show.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Michelle.
Oh.
How was the big birthday night?
Oh, I surprised Michelle.
Wait, you didn't show up?
What?
You didn't, I got a surprise for you. I'm leaving. I'm going to get you exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Michelle's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
And
what was with the one candle?
You want me to put all those come on, I put one candle on. I surprised Michelle with a cake.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Michelle, if you put all the candles on, you are approaching fire hazard age, so you can't have that many.
Hello, ding dongs in the room. You can get candles that are numbers.
So, that's true. But come on, the number, those are for 7-year-olds.
That's for children.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a Chuck E. Cheese deal,
MJ
man.
goes to Party City and buys 2 5s. The guy thinks he has twin grandkids.
Hey, news alert. Party City's defunct.
It's part of the joke.
Yeah.
Party City's out of business.
Well, I guess you're not buying your 5s there.
All right. So I did surprise Michelle with a cake yesterday. One of Michelle's favorite cakes is which cake, Michelle?
Wright's chocolate cake.
Yeah, I got Michelle one of the Wrights.
The whole cake?
Oh, I bought her the whole cake.
Dude, where is it, dude? You guys can't eat that cake in a year.
I know.
I remember that.
I know.
I remember that cake was like once $30.
Yeah.
Do you know how much the Wrights chocolate? First of all, that cake weighs as much as a bowling ball.
It's worth
Like,
every
my
penny.
God.
That cake is like a 16-pound bowling ball. At the bowling alley. All right, that's a heavy cake. But I remember that cake used to be like $30. The Wrights chocolate cake, $52 now. And ask Michelle, she'd pay twice as much for that cake.
Listen, you want to talk about things that are a little pricey but worth every penny?
Yeah.
It's the Wrights cake.
Yeah, Michelle loves the Wrights chocolate cake, and I stopped.
But if I send half of it in, you'll take it home for you and the kids.
No,
and Allison.
I'm gonna slather it all over my body.
You know what? Let's shoot video on that.
Yeah. Listen, Michelle, you coming in tomorrow? Bring some cake in tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
If she decides to come in tomorrow.
Yeah, don't send the cake without you. I don't want to.
Hopefully you enjoyed your birthday, and then we'll probably do a birthday dinner probably Friday night is what I'm thinking.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie.
All right.
All right, because, we...
Have a good rest of your morning.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Man,
she woke right up.
Andrew said in my ear, until we call her again.
Yeah, right?
she might be called. Oh, Andrew, speaking of Andrew, turn your mic on.
What's up, Andrew?
Andrew, are you aware of the phenomenal Disney news?
The new deal that they're offering?
Dude, I can't get anything by this guy.
Is this really? I saw the headline, but I didn't click it. Is it really a good deal?
I think this is a decent deal. You can get a 3-park turn your sound off.
It's not me.
That was mine.
Oh, that was yours.
Yeah.
Okay. $70 a day? That's good.
So what,
For 3 of the parks.
3-park pass. So Disney is offering a 3-day Florida resident 3-park ticket, $210 plus tax, which brings it to like $70 a day pre-tax. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because these days, if you get some doofus and his family coming in from Indiana, I think it's about $12,000 for the family of 4. But that's great. So when can you get this? Florida residents wanting to go to Disney, a great deal on tickets. By the way, this is not a commercial. I just think this is a good deal. Disney said the ticket is valid for admission to one of the following theme parks per day: Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios. No
Magic Kingdom.
No Magic Kingdom. Uh-oh.
Oh, so the arguably best park you can't go to?
Well, listen,
what's the one that has all the Star Wars stuff, Andrew?
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, that's Hollywood Studios. No, there are good options on it.
Yeah.
Even though you can't get into Magic Kingdom, it's still a good deal.
Absolutely.
So Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Disney Studios, the Hollywood Disney. So $70. Those are the 3. The ticket can't be used at Magic Kingdom.
All right.
Is the deal. But I think that's pretty strong. All right. The time is 7:19. Next, in minutes, folks, we start over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. When we get back, man, I don't know where this guy's been in my life. Do you know about the I don't give a bleep food guy?
I've never heard of him.
I had never heard of this guy until he popped up in my feed 2 days ago.
I mean, there's so many people with creating content out there doing original things. There's no way everybody.
If you don't know about this guy, the I don't give a bleep food guy, you got to hear this. I had Andrew pull like 8 different examples, and I'm laughing hysterically. Just the whole premise, the delivery, everything. All right, so I'll fill you in on this next. Also, Dancing with the Stars. The season premiere was last night, and I only had one mission. I've never watched Dancing with the Stars. I mean, I've seen little blips and blurbs, but I've never watched a whole episode. And again, I didn't break my streak last night, but I did TiVo it. I DVR'd.
I didn't break my streak.
I DVR'd it, and then I waited until it was over, and then I TiVo'd in, and I had one mission. Folks, what was the one and only mission that I had with Dancing with the Stars last night on ABC? What was the one and only mission? There is something that I had to check out and see for myself while watching Dancing with the Stars.
This is ABC.
And you'll find out next. Oh, and a whole lot more. I mean, there's so much stuff coming up because we have an hour and 20 minutes. And it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So do not move. My friends at Veterans Ford, they roll out the red carpet for you. If you're looking for a Ford car, truck, SUV, you go to Veterans Ford. You walk in that front door and you say, I am here for the MJ deal. What that means, no other Ford dealer in town is going to beat a Veterans Ford MJ deal. So you just walk in, you invoke that right away. Hey, you can walk in and just yell at the top of your lungs. You walk right in the front doors of Veterans Ford and you just say, I'm here for the MJ deal. Boom. You're locked in. No other Ford dealer. So you get your eyes set on an F-150, F-250. You want a new Bronco Sport. You want a Mustang. You want an Explorer, Expedition. You walk in there and you say, hey, I want the MJ deal, best deal in town. You're going to love Veterans Ford. They treat you well. It's going to be like no other car buying experience that you've had. You're not going to get all car dealer rigmarolled up good. They're going to treat you well with respect. You're in and out. Veterans Ford. Tell them you want the MJ deal at Linebaugh and the Veterans Expressway, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic is on 722. MJ Morning Show back in minutes. Arrived, and you can help if you have friends or coworkers that don't listen to the MJ Morning Show and you love listening to us on the way into work or at work. Tell people that don't listen to us, hey, you really ought to listen to the MJ Morning Show. Maybe they're hooked on some of the morning show. Just give us a shot. Tell anyone that you know that doesn't listen to us to start listening to the MJ Morning Show. Give us a couple of days. 104.7 FM, Q105. Same thing goes for kids going to school right now.
Yes.
If you're in the car and you're on the way to school right now, whether you're driving yourself as a 16, 17, 18-year-old, or whether you're in the car with mom or dad, tell your friends at school that you love the MJ Morning Show and that you really need to listen. So tell your friends at school to start checking out the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM Q105.
You know what? I really think we're missing an opportunity with the younger listeners. When you're in class, kids, raise your hand. And when the teacher calls on you and the classroom has all their attention focused on you, say, I'd like for everybody to listen to the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of school, man, we've had a couple of, weird school things lately.
You do?
So, yeah, I've got three that I wanted to bring up here quickly. So you saw this kid out in Polk County, right? This idiot.
Is it a 16-year-old?
Yeah, 16-year-old charged with making threats to two different Polk County schools. Come on. I mean, really? How many kids have to get in trouble for making threats before you kind of get the picture that it's not a good idea, that they're going to find you? Yeah, the latest is this 16-year-old has been hit with not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 felonies. Oh, by the way, nice mullet on this kid.
So they blacked out his nose and eyes.
But they didn't black out his mullet.
But you can see the top of his mullet and the length of his mullet.
That's one of the best Polk County mullets I've seen in a long time.
I mean, MJ, I know we're
they're going to love that mullet in juvie.
I know we're cracking down on the kid. He should never have done what he's accused of doing. However, his mullet game is on point. He is business in the front and party in the back. That is impressive.
16-year-old charged with 5 felonies, made threats to 2 different high schools in Polk County, according to Grady Judd's office, Polk County Sheriff's Office. So approximately 11 a.m. on Monday, Auburndale High School got a phone call, and the caller on the other end said that he was hearing voices in his head and that he was hiding in a school bathroom and he had a rifle, an AK-47. What kind of an idiot would make that phone call?
And then a couple of minutes later.
Then, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
He said, you need to find me before I go into a classroom and take hostages.
All right.
So that was the call to Auburndale High School. What a jackass.
So Auburndale goes on lockdown, I imagine, almost immediately, right?
Yep. Then, a few minutes later, he calls Winter Haven High School. They got a threat. The caller said he had a rifle and that he was fixing to shoot up the school at some point later today, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. So the investigation began immediately. They found out that the number was the same. So the threats came from the same number to the 2 different schools. The number belonged to a Lake Alfred woman whose son was a student at Winter Haven High School. So detectives go to the house to speak with the mom and the son. And when the detectives showed up, they said to the kid, nice mullet.
Even Polk County deputies were impressed with the mullet.
So listen, the 16-year-old tries to pawn it off on the stepfather. The 16-year-old says, oh, yeah, must have been my stepfather who made the phone calls. He's trying to get his stepfather bagged. Yeah, Grady Judge said these phone calls aren't funny. They're not pranks. They're not jokes.
Nope.
We're going to take these calls very seriously. And you can bet that anyone stupid enough to fool around like this is going to find out when we charge them with very serious criminal charges. Anyway, Mullet Boy, was arrested. They took him to juvie in Bartow. That's a fun time. Juvie in Bartow.
I mean, of all the counties I don't want to be in the juvie.
Yeah, he's been hit with 2 counts of false report of a weapon of mass destruction, 2 counts of using a two-way communication device in the commission of a felony, providing false information to law enforcement during the investigation. So instead of like fessing right up, he tried to get his stepfather in trouble. What a piece of mullet.
You ever had mullet?
No.
It's a good fish.
So
I
have ever had a mullet in my...
Have you ever eaten mullet?
You know what? I don't think I've ever had mullet. What's the fish store, the famous fish place in St. Pete?
Ted Peters?
Is that do they do mullet at Ted Peters? Is that their deal? I've never been to Ted Peters.
Yeah, I do mullet. You've never been there? We should go.
I've never been to Ted Peters, believe it or not.
We should go and invite this kid and teach him.
And I've got 2 more school-related stories that I'll get to later on during the MJ Morning Show. But first, Dancing with the Stars last night on ABC.
This is ABC.
So last night, I did not break my streak. I did not watch 2 hours of Dancing with the Stars. What I did do is I recorded Dancing with the Stars on my DVR to then scroll through later on after it was done. I think it ran, 8 to 10 o'clock?
Did it?
I think it was 8 to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So after, sometime I think it was 11 or so before I went to bed, I went to my DVR in my little home studio so I could record some of the audio, and I wanted to see if something occurred. I had a mission. I had an investigative project regarding Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, I know what it is now.
Do you?
I think I do.
Live from Hollywood, it's the season premiere of Dancing with the Stars.
You know what? They really did Tom Bergeron dirty.
Why?
They really screwed him over.
How did they screw him over?
They fired him. They screwed him over. Tom Bergeron's a likable guy.
He didn't retire because he's an old man?
No, they fired him. They got rid of him. I don't know why. He was good. All right, even though I never watched the show, but I like Tom Bergeron. So what do you think? Fester.
Yes.
What do you think?
All right. Okay.
I wanted to watch at least a tiny portion of Dancing with the Stars for last night.
At first, I didn't know what it could have been, but then as you're talking, I kind of put it together, I think.
What do you think it was?
You wanted to see if Hilaria Baldwin used the fake Spanish accent or not.
Exactly. I wanted to know. So among the stars, I don't know most of the people on there for the new season of Dancing with the Stars. The people I do know, Hilaria Baldwin, the wife of Alec Six-Shooter Baldwin, Corey Feldman.
Uh-huh.
And then you found an offshoot story.
Yes.
You're bringing something completely new to the table with Dancing with the Stars. All right? So Fester found something that's very interesting. We'll get to that in a second. The only people I know, let's see, Andy Richter. He was Conan O'Brien's sidekick for years. He's on there. Corey Feldman, and then Hilaria Baldwin. I don't think I know anyone else. There's someone called Jen Affleck.
I don't know who that person is.
She's from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Okay. That's like is that like one of like a Bravo show or something?
Jen Affleck. Is that any relation to Ben Affleck? I don't think Ben Affleck's a Mormon.
No, he's from Boston.
Yeah.
He's not a Mormon.
No, he's not. He's not. So Jen Affleck? Anyway.
Pack your cab behind the tabernacle.
So Dancing with the Stars.
He is a Mormon.
All right. Hilaria Baldwin.
Yes.
Is a fraud. I mean, for years she was telling people she was born in Spain. This is my opinion. It's my opinion she's a fraud. It's my opinion that she's some kind of a sociopath. Because who is, speaking of Boston, she was born in Boston. Her mother is a Boston physician. Her father is a Boston lawyer. She was born in Boston. Okay. She went to high school in Boston. But then she made up this whole story in her adult life that she was born in, like, Mallorca, Spain.
I understand, and nobody cares about this as much as you do. You are the flag bearer on this.
It's bizarre.
Okay, it's a little quirky,
but then she does interviews with a pretend Spanish accent, and pretending not to know English words. So remember, she was on the Today Show, and she was showing
a cooking segment.
She was doing a cooking segment. Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria Baldwin, on the Today Show, was making some kind of a salad. And she even, in this phony, contrived, fraudulent display, she pretended not to know how to say the word cucumber in English with her accent. So I wanted to watch Dancing with the Stars last night to see if miraculously there was a Jesus miracle and suddenly she has an American accent and her Spanish accent from España.
Sí.
Like she's from Barcelona.
Sí.
Barcelona.
Okay, all right.
I love saying Barcelona.
Ugh.
Barcelona.
I'm shutting the radio off.
Fester.
I'm shutting it off.
Hello, Fester.
Tell me when this is over. Okay, come on. Okay. Does she talk with an accent or does she talk, non-accented?
Let me play the Today Show segment. All right, listen to this.
We have, how do you say it? Cucumbers.
Listen to an accent. We have the we have the cucumber. How do you say?
We have how do you say it? Cucumber.
How do you say English?
How do you say a cucumber? Yeah, you just said it.
It's cucumber.
So she's got this Spanish and hello, I'm from Mallorca.
Sí.
English is my second language. I'm Hilaria Baldwin. Dude, that's a sociopath, right? So let's listen to Dancing with the Stars from last night, and let's see if she has miraculously lost her phony born in Spain Spanish accent. Let's listen in. All right, here we go. They're coming back from commercial.
Welcome back to our season premiere. Up next, a headline maker who is also the hardest working mom of 7.
Yeah, she's also a sociopath and a fraud.
He couldn't get all of that in on the intro. He only had like a 5-second intro.
If I were the host, I would have gone off prompter on that one.
And now a complete fraud who's faking.
And by the way, her husband murdered a cinematographer on the movie set Rust.
Her husband's a real killer.
Oh, yeah. All right, listen.
Ever competed on the show?
It's author and wellness influencer Hilaria Baldwin and her partner Gleb Savchenko.
I am a health and wellness teacher. I've written books. I'm a mom of 7 kids and wife to one wild husband.
Oh, my God! The Spanish accent is gone!
Sí.
Sí, señor!
No Spanish accent.
Caramba!
Ay, ay, ay.
¿Cómo se dice fraud en español? ¿Cómo se dice sociopath en español?
El sociopatho. El fraudo.
The accent is gone.
Sí.
It's a miracle.
No.
It is a miracle. How do you say no in English?
No. So.
Hi.
I do well with somebody who's really direct.
Nice to meet you.
He's going to be very honest and open with me.
Do you have any dance experience?
I used to be a dancer. I had to stop.
I used to have a phony Spanish accent on the Today Show just a couple of years back. And I didn't know how to say cucumber in English.
I don't know what they are. How do you say it in English?
¿Cómo se dice? In Barcelona.
In English. What do you call it in English?
So that's why I wanted, for only that reason, I wanted to know if she was still going to try to perpetuate the phony born in Spain accent. She was born in a suburb of Boston, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but how do you say cucumber in your language?
I remember reading a story that, friends of hers in high school, where the hell did this she was born in Mallorca, and she's got a Spanish accent, and she doesn't know certain words in English. And, girls from high school are saying, she was in my, 10th grade algebra class outside of Boston.
Jess.
Jess.
See,
Jess.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. All right. So that's the only reason why I wanted to watch Dancing with the Stars last night on ABC. And then, Fester, you stumbled across something from, is this a Daily Mail?
This is a piece regurgitated from the Daily Mail. It's apparently chaos there behind the scenes because the stars are lazier this year than ever.
All right, so this is the headline. Dancing with the Stars descends into chaos. Foul-mouthed backstage rants erupt over train wreck celebrities as one star goes missing. So, wait a sec. Allegedly, Corey Feldman went missing for 5 days. Cinco días.
Dos, tres, cuatro, seis. Sí.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
And he had a salad.
Cinco días.
And you know what he put on those salads? Cucumbers.
Cucumbers. The cucumber.
So, I mean, if
How
you
do
make...
you say the cucumber?
Very difficult word. It's a really hard word in English and Spanish.
Crap.
So if you make a commitment to be on this show, you have to put in a lot of time. I mean, especially if you're not a natural dancer, you have to put in the time. And the people who've won have been, pretty talented. I've been impressed with a lot of people who've gone through the show, but this is like 33 seasons of this.
Story came out yesterday that this season of Dancing with the Stars is an absolute bleep show.
Yeah.
Right?
Behind the scenes, this season is a bleep show. An insider told the Daily Mail they chose a few stars, and they use that term super loosely, who don't want to put in the work. Corey Feldman disappeared for 5 days. 5 days. Like the show
was he on a bender? Did he have a drug problem, Corey Feldman? I'm trying to remember.
I feel like he did. He's had a couple of erratic episodes over the. He's once super good friends with Jacko, and he's a little out there.
Moving along.
Wah, wah, punch, elbow, kick.
Do you know what that is?
What is that, like a redneck self-defense class or something?
Hang on a minute.
Wah, wah.
I love this thing.
Wah, wah.
What is that?
I'm about to tell you what this is.
Wah, wah. Punch, elbow, kick.
Did she cough at the end? Like,
no, kick.
Wah, wah. Punch, elbow, kick.
Right before the kick, is that a cough?
Let me hear it again. Hang on.
Wah, wah. Punch, elbow, kick.
Oh, that was a little bit of a wheeze.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought it was like a wheezy.
Okay, give me a good Fester wheeze, would you?
See, that's live, people. That's my talent.
I love a good Fester. No, that's the late. This happened, I guess, last week.
What happened?
So we were off for a number of days last week. Michelle and I were up helping Chloe put our apartment together up in Connecticut at law school. And last week, another one of these stories where a Florida resident has to rip their dog out of the jaws of a gator. I mean, how many times do people have to see these stories to realize don't walk your dog next to the pond? Don't let your dog loose to run around like if you're on a pond or a waterway with gators. So this happened again. It's Danny Wright. She was walking her 4-month-old dog.
What kind of dog?
A puppy. The dog looks like is this like a? Looks like I don't even know what it is. But she was walking her dog. The dog's name is Dax, and apparently this Danny Wright. This is up in Pasco. This is in Land O'Lakes, and she had to rip the puppy, this 4-month-old puppy, out of the jaws of a 5-foot gator, and was pounding the gator in the eyeball until the gator let the dog go. Do you remember there was also that video from maybe 2 years ago?
About the man?
The man jumps into the water and grabs the gator's mouth and pulls his dog out of the gator's mouth. That was somewhere here in Florida as well.
I remember the old man had a cigar in his mouth. And when he got out, the cigar was all wet, but it was still in his face.
still chopping down on the cigar.
But... And is that how she fought the gator? With the punch?
Well, that's what they say. Oh, so wow. You're supposed to smash the gator in the eyeball or punch it in the snout into the nose is what you're supposed to do. So Danny Wright walking her 4-month-old dog. This is behind her house, Land O'Lakes. The gator came out of this like mossy, creaky area and just bit down. In fact, that's actual noise. That's actual sound.
So I'm looking at her
from a Flintstones episode.
I'm looking at her property, and it backs up to like a retention pond or like a marsh that's completely covered with like that leafy algae.
If she's been in Florida for 20 years, you don't walk. I mean, that's lunch. You know, a gator sees a little dog, and the gator could be like submerged, and just the eyeballs are like just barely sticking out from, that green, sediment that sits on top of, this algae looking crap.
All right.
And next thing you know, the gator is, chomping down on your dog. Anyway, that's her describing how she got the dog out of the gator's mouth.
Wah, wah, punch, punch, elbow, elbow, kick.
That was her.
Okay, so this is where I was walking. I was like, wah, wah, punch, punch, elbow, elbow, kick. I started punching and elbowing and kicking. I have no idea in what order, but I was like, somehow you have got to get your arm out of this alligator's mouth.
All right, so wait a minute. So it might not have been
wah, wah, punch, punch, elbow, elbow.
It could have been maybe elbow, then wah, wah. Because she said she didn't know the order that she did it in. So it could have been different than
wah, wah, punch, punch.
It could have been punch, punch,
wah, wah.
Elbow, wah, wah. Instead of wah, wah, punch, elbow.
What if the wah, wah was at the end?
What if it's a wunch, wah, punch, wah, elbow, wah, punch, elbow, wah.
Punch, wah, kick, wah, punch, kick, elbow.
Anyway, Danny, we're glad that your 4-month-old little Dax is okay. I don't see what kind of dog Dax was.
I'm looking at
or is. Dax is still with us, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. Yeah. By the way, she's got some scratches and I guess some bites on her forearm, and I think she's going to be okay. The dog's going to be okay, and good for you, Danny.
Yeah, you can see here she is holding the little puppy. It's a cute little dog.
Yeah. 7:50 at the MJ Morning Show. I think that's going to be added to our sound effect collection.
Wah, wah, punch, punch, elbow, elbow, kick.
Hold on, MJ.
What?
I'm getting a text.
What?
I'm getting a special request.
What?
Evan in Tampa would like for me to wheeze again. Ready? Here it comes, Evan.
Andrew, do me a favor. Find the recording of the Fester wheeze.
Yeah.
Because we have a great recording of Fester doing like the old cartoon. Remember Mumbly?
Yeah.
Remember Mumbly, the dog that would laugh. But you do a wheeze, but you also do a here's the recording. This is from some years ago. This is Fester with his. Oh, hang on a minute. This is.
Do we have it?
No, I don't want that. I want. Hold on a minute.
I can get it.
No, that's your death rattle.
That was the death rattle.
That's when you had some bronchitis or something. No. I need the Fester wheeze laugh. I don't want the death rattle.
I can give you another one. I mean,
I know you can.
I am the factory that created it.
All right, so people are requesting. What's his name?
Evan in Tampa.
All right, Evan. What does he want you to do? He wants you to do.
He said, "Can you please wheeze again?" That's all I'm hearing right now.
Okay. All right, Fester, go ahead and wheeze.
Wheeze is like a long distance dedication.
And now we're up to our long distance wheezication. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem. And this goes out to Alex. Alex?
Evan.
Oh, I'm sorry. And this goes out to Evan. Evan has one request. All Evan wants is to hear Fester wheeze. And Evan, we're about to make your dreams come true here on Casey's Countdown. Go ahead. There it is. Can you cover your mouth after that? I don't want all that crap. I'm trying to find your Fester. You have a Fester. Here it is. I found it.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
That's the Fester. It's called Fester Snicker. All right, Fester Snicker.
We need to rename that.
It's like the cartoon Mumbly deal.
Fester.
Muttley or Mumbly or one of those. Yeah.
We need to rename it Fester Wheeze Laugh.
Yeah.
Fester Snicker sounds like.
Yeah. Go
That's
ahead.
A snicker.
Yeah. Rename Fester Snicker to Fester Wheeze Laugh. Look how responsive we are to our listeners. I mean, Fester gets a text on his private text line, 813-310-8444, and Fester responds immediately.
I think I found it was Muttley.
Muttley.
Dastardly and Muttley.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the audio here. Here we go. There it is.
That's the character.
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
Same time.
Go ahead. Pretty freaking close. Get ready to laugh at this. Dude, you are clearing your throat just incessantly.
I wheezed so hard that I caused myself to choke up here. I don't know if I was on MJTV.
You know what? While we still have, I don't want to get too late on this.
What?
While kids are still on the way to school, or I always lose track of when middle school is supposed to be there, when elementary school, and then the high schoolers are later now, right? All right. I want to get to two other items here which affect our school-aged listeners, and two things here. Do you remember a couple of weeks back? It might have been 3 weeks. It might have been a month. It was over the summer sometime. Do you remember we talked about this ridiculous, moronic TikTok challenge where kids were urinating all over the schools? Like they were urinating on the sinks and the counters. They were urinating on the toilet paper holders. They were just whizzing on the floors. Do you remember we talked about this?
Vaguely.
What do you mean vague? How do you forget this?
Well,
this is continuing, folks.
It's an epidemic of wizards.
You know what? It is turning into an epidemic. Now that, school has, you know what? It must have been last month because school was, it must have been like right after the first week of August that we talked about this because it was already happening. And it's this ridiculous TikTok challenge and kids videoing themselves whizzing, peeing all over like the school and not in the toilet, in the bathroom where they should be doing. They're doing number one everywhere but. So again, I'm seeing all these stories pop up. This is out of Lincoln County, wherever the Lincoln County Journal is. Lincoln County school officials say TikTok urinating challenge has come to Troy. I wonder if that's like Troy, Michigan or something. A social media trend involving urinating on university and high school campuses has apparently come to Lincoln County. Actually, it's Illinois. Lincoln County, Illinois. School officials sent out an email this afternoon advising parents the TikTok trend has come to Troy public schools. This particular trend encouraging students to urinate on school property. I mean, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really offended by the activity of these young ladies.
Even if it's not. It's guys.
I was about to say, man.
It's mostly guys.
Ladies.
It's a little easier for the guys to do this than the girls to do this. But just cut the crap. All these stupid challenges. And I've got another one. This will lead into another stupid challenge, which apparently is prevalent right now, which is ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But just stop with the urination. It's not funny. I mean, even an underdeveloped 16-year-old male brain in 10th grade or 11th. I mean, what are you thinking? Just peeing all over the place? Because you want to shoot a video and then put it on social media? Cut the crap.
Yeah.
And then quickly, what I do with it. Oh, here we go. The other stupid TikTok challenge. There is a Benadryl challenge. A girl almost killed herself in South Carolina. There's a Benadryl challenge going around. All right, really? A 13-year-old girl nearly died participating in a TikTok trend which promotes excessive amounts of Benadryl.
Yeah, you can't do that, kids. Come on, man.
Unidentified teenager from Horry County, South Carolina, rushed to the hospital after her resting heart rate reached nearly 200 beats per minute. She was hallucinating. Her mother found Benadryl pills under her pillow.
I thought Benadryl made you tired and cleared your sinuses.
I asked her how many she took. She told me 2, but I didn't believe her because the bottle was open and there were pills on the bed. Jeez, I thought the Benadryls came in like a blister pack.
No, you can buy a jar.
Can you buy a jar?
Yeah, you can buy a bottle of the.
I don't take a lot of Benadryl.
Oh,
so you can get a bottle. I always thought they were in blister pack.
They might be, but you know what's Imodium AD is in blister packs, which is terrible because when you got to use the Imodium,
you can't get them out.
You can't get them. I need them now. But Benadryl, they come like in clear plastic Tylenol bottles.
Bandsaw to open up some of those things.
Right, especially the Imodiums.
So she said, I only took 2. The husband counted them. There was a large amount missing. The mom called it a terrifying wake-up call and then found evidence of the TikTok trend all over her daughter's phone. I didn't even know. This is a challenge on TikTok to see how many Benadryl you can take. I mean, how stupid is that? Just cut the crap on this. Now the Benadryl challenge. Crying out loud. All right, now we got, what time is it, 7:59? It is 7:59 at the MJ Morning Show, and you are in the middle of over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Over 1 hour, 20 minutes nonstop content. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to the I don't give a bleep foods guy. It was yesterday when I discovered it, maybe 2 days ago, when I discovered this. I'm like, where's this guy been?
No, what is he? Is he a creator? Is he
this guy clearly,
what does he do?
He's an Instagram creator, and he's like I would say a 38-year-old guy.
In the world of Instagram, he doesn't have that many followers.
The guy's got 374,000 followers. I'm just over 25,000.
Yeah, you are a peon. I mean,
I'm a putz.
You are.
I'm an Instagram peon putz.
Truer words have never been spoken.
All right, maybe if I shot videos of if I'm a peon, I could pee on stuff like
I'd watch that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's IDGAF Foods. So it's I don't give a bleep foods. And this guy, I would say he's 38 years old, white dude, and he just shoots videos of himself sitting like in a parking lot or adjacent to a business. And in a lot of the videos, he's sitting on like a white 5-gallon like work bucket turned upside down. And the guy just shoots these videos and he's eating food. And the basic premise is, they say that this is bad for you. Well, guess what? And then he goes into his old drug use background. And he's trying to equate, what do you mean? Eating this is bad for me? Guess what? Not as bad as what I did. You got to hear this stuff. All right, so here's the first one. And I think Andrew pulled 10 examples. And he does a lot of brands. Now, I notice he doesn't mention the brands, but you can see what he's eating. Or like he's
the place is in the background.
He's in a parking lot, and like
this video I'm watching, he's in the parking lot of a
Dairy Queen. There's Wingstop. He's like in front of a Cracker Barrel.
Is he foul? I mean, not foul.
Yeah.
Is he not foul? Is he profane?
Well, he uses So Andrew, you have a couple of bleeps in each of these. I'm hoping, correct? He says maybe.
Maybe.
All right. So here's the first one. Do you remember like the food colorings in Starburst? Remember the story came out and
the red and something,
the red dye, the yellow this and the red that. So a story came out some months ago about how the dyes were bad and the dyes were going to be banned and blah blah blah. So this guy's sitting on the bucket out in some parking lot and you can see there's a U.S. Bank. You know, we don't have those locally, do we? U.S. Bank? But U.S. Bank is a pretty big bank.
Big bank national.
I think they're more Midwesty. U.S. Bank. So he's sitting it looks like a parking lot of a U.S. Bank, and he's got a couple of bags of Starbursts. All right, listen to this guy. This is the I don't give an F foods guy.
I don't give a if they're saying this candy contains artificial dyes that have been linked to hyperactivity. I already have that. Back when I was a crackhead, I worked there for part of the time. I used to blaze the C-Rock in the employee bathroom, blow the smoke up the vents, and then go back out into the bank and help the customers achieve their goals. Just before they fired me.
So he's sitting right in like a U.S. Bank parking lot, and he claims that he was getting high in the bathroom.
I mean, it really kind of puts things in perspective. I mean, am I worried about food dye coloring when I just beat crack?
Where this guy was smoking crack and blowing the smoke into the vents in the bathroom ceiling, according to his story?
I don't give a if they're saying this candy contains artificial dyes that have been linked to hyperactivity.
Starburst.
I already have that. Back when I was a crackhead, I worked there for part of the time. I used to blaze the C-Rock in the employee bathroom, blow the smoke up the vents, and then go back out into the bank and help the customers achieve their goals.
That's hysterical. All right, so here's the next one. Here he is. The Dairy Queen sign is behind him, and he has like soft serve cones that he's holding, and then he just grabs the ice cream. So in some of the videos, he's throwing the food on the parking lot pavement, and he's eating the food right off of the parking lot pavement. All right, so here he is. He just grabs the ice cream with his bare hands off the cones and starts smushing it in his face. Listen to this.
I don't give a if they're saying soft serve ice cream is disgusting because the machines are rarely cleaned every 10 to 24 hours as they should be, and therefore a breeding ground for Listeria and Staphylococcus. Back when I was addicted, the dude I used to smoke meth off of broken light bulbs with, and I would come up here and get soft served after we got all loaded.
The dude I used to smoke meth with out of broken light bulbs.
I mean, yeah, he's right.
Then he hits the Keurig, the coffee, the Keurig coffee.
Cups.
Then he talks about that.
I don't give a if they're saying this machine produces one of the most toxic cups of coffee due to leaching of chemicals and microplastics, which they're now saying can be stored in my brain. I once took Molly for 3 years straight. My brain probably looks like Swiss cheese. Cheers. Delicious. Don't be a pussy.
Oh, so at the end of each one, he says, "Don't be a P word."
Okay.
At the end of each one. So he's like, I don't care about microplastics, and then he goes into all his previous drug use. Then now he's sitting in a 7-Eleven parking lot, and he's got like the hot dog on the pavement, the bun, he's got mustard, he's squirting. He's eating food off the pavement in a 7-Eleven parking lot with the 7-Eleven sign behind him.
I don't give a if this hot dog is bad for my gut microbiome. I used to smoke meth off of a broken light bulb. It's delicious. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, I mean, in his world, he's making a lot of sense.
Then he's got a tub of I can't believe it's not butter. And he just gets his hand in the whole tub of I can't believe it's not butter, which is, margarine, crap.
It's mostly oil, right?
So he's got the huge, like half-gallon tub of I can't believe it's not butter. And he's got the whole contents in the palm of his hand sitting in some parking lot on his white bucket.
I don't give a if they're calling this margarine an industrial waste product. I used to smoke angel dust in the basement of a trap house in the north end of Hartford, where I do gymnastics on a lolly column for hours at a time, and then head back to my grandmother's house and chug whole milk till I felt somewhat normal again. Delicious.
And then he takes the whole handful of I can't believe it's not butter and shoves it in his face. So this guy's on Instagram, and it's IDGAF Foods on Instagram, and it's I don't give a F Foods is what his handle is. Here he is, with the whole Cracker Barrel controversy with the logo,
right,
and the redesign. Listen to this one.
I don't give a if this place rolled out new branding and then 3 days later went right back to their old ways. Back when I was addicted to crack and smack, I used to tell people I was quitting all the time. 3 days later, I'd be right back in the south end of Hartford. It takes a long time to turn a battleship around in a bathtub. Delicious.
He's like eating Cracker Barrel pancakes off the grass in their parking lot.
The guy makes good points.
Here he is at Wingstop.
I don't give a if they're saying this place fries their wings in soy shortening. I used to cook crack in an old coffee pot on the stovetop at my grandmother's house while she was sleeping. Delicious.
I mean, every point he's making is valid.
Red Bull.
I don't give a if they're trying to say this stuff is better suited for cleaning filthy grill tops than it is for human consumption. Back when I was a crackhead, I used to use pieces of an industrial-grade scrubbing pad as filters in my crack pipe. Cheers.
So, you see what he's doing? He's like equating foods that they say are bad for you with his previous ridiculous alleged drug usage. What about Tillamook ice cream?
That's a good ice cream.
You know, Tillamook is a good store brand of ice cream. Absolutely.
I don't give a if they're saying this ice cream is complete trash because the fifth ingredient is cottonseed oil. I used to smoke crack in the attic at my grandmother's till I believe there were people living in the forest behind the house whose job it was to watch everything I did. Delicious.
He's right. I agree with everything he's saying.
One more. He's sitting in a Wendy's parking lot.
He's got
what?
He's got hundreds of videos.
Oh, he does.
I don't.
Here's last one. Last one is Wendy's. Here we go.
I don't give a if they're saying Wendy's is leaning into everything that's wrong with food in America with their Takis offering. I had a dream last night I was snorting meth off of a dusty wood floor in a dingy, dank room. When I woke up, it felt all too real, and I thought I was back in the trap. Delicious. Don't be a...
He's right. I agree with everything he's saying.
Who is this guy? Does he really have this drug history of, snorting drugs off of a floor in a bathroom?
Sounds like he's in recovery.
Oh, man.
And he's just kind of putting things into perspective. I mean, I saw a video online of a person who was celebrating their sober anniversary, and she was like 2 years sober. And she says, but since then, she's been drinking a lot of sparkling water. And people have been saying, oh, drinking too much sparkling water is bad. And she's like, I was an alcoholic 2 years ago. It's not that bad. Put it in perspective, people.
Speaking of drug usage.
Yes.
This happened this morning. You've heard me talk about when I'll do one of my walks, if I take my path along West Shore, and I'm walking a good chunk of Beach Park on the sidewalk along West Shore Boulevard in South Tampa, and if I'm doing like a walk at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and it's kind of rush hour, folks returning home, and I've told the story, the amount of vehicles passing by where suddenly I'm catching a whiff.
The waft.
I'm getting a waft of weed. The odor of burning cannabis.
Yes.
The amount of marijuana smoke pouring out of the cars that are passing me. It's like, oh my God. It was like every other car on the way home. They're getting baked. They're smoking a joint, smoking a bowl, whatever they're doing, So I told that story already. So listen to this. On the way in this morning, I start smelling marijuana.
This morning?
Listen, I'm on the Howard Franklin Bridge. This is 5:25 this morning on the way into the studio.
How are you smelling? Is your air conditioner pulling it in?
Guess what? Somehow the recirculator, usually I keep my AC on recirculation so it doesn't draw in the outside air. The little arrows going in a circle, somehow that was deactivated. So I was drawing in the outside air. I passed at least 3 cars, or they passed me, at least 3 cars over the stretch of the Howard Franklin southbound 275 this morning. 5:25 in the morning on my drive from South Tampa over to the Pinellas side, 3 cars that I can determine. Either I passed them or they passed me, and I've got suddenly the smell of pot in my car.
Right.
I'm like, people are waking and baking on the way to freaking work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
How many people are driving high on the way to work? Well, I think we know somebody that formerly might have been on the show.
I think there's a reasonable amount of people that just don't equate driving high with impaired driving.
It is.
I know.
I know that. You look at Colorado.
Yes.
Which was the first state to legalize recreational marijuana. And the stats don't lie. The number of car crashes increased dramatically in Colorado after the legalization of recreational marijuana was enacted.
And that's a hard enough state to drive in with the mountains and the curves.
And
You
listen,
gotta pay attention.
when it's snowy out and black ice and all kinds of crap going on. Listen, bottom line is, I'm on a way in. Somehow the air conditioning system in the vehicle, the recirculator was off, and I got at least 3. And, it's different smells. You got different skunky smells. Different types of, different strains, different types of marijuana have different smells. So I know it was at least 3 because I had 3 different distinct marijuana odors. Folks, I'm going 65 miles an hour, 68 miles an hour. Either I'm passing folks or I got folks driving by me at 80, and I'm getting at least 3 different marijuana smells. And anyway, so I did figure out, where's this coming from? Is there like a midget in my back seat smoking pot?
Somebody break into the
What's
car.
What's going on? And then
I'm
like, oh man, these are from the cars on the Howard Franklin Bridge. The number of people that are stoned or smoking pot. I bet you we could. If I say to people, right, call if you're smoking pot while driving. You know what? Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Right. If you're smoking pot while driving right now, call me. 800
or if you're high right now,
990-1047.
You may not actually actively have a joint to your mouth.
Maybe you did the wake and bake at the house before you left. But no, seriously, if you're driving right now and you're puffing on a fatty, right? If you're smoking a joint.
How many hands do you think they have?
800-990-1047.
Dial on your phone and drive a car and smoke a joint?
You can use your first name or you can be anonymous, whatever. 800, and make sure you use hands-free dialing. I don't think you're using hands-free joint smoking. If you're smoking marijuana right now while driving, just call me. 800-990-1047. Let's go.
You're going to cause an accident.
Let's see if I'm going to cause an accident. They're smoking pot while driving.
I'm going to tell Flo from Progressive. I'm like, well, the guy on the radio wanted me to call in, and I only have 2 hands, one on the steering wheel, one on the bong.
You know what they need to do?
What?
The Mayhem guy from Allstate. They need to have him smoking a 3-foot bong while driving, causing a major pileup, and Allstate,
without proper insurance,
avoid mayhem like me, or whatever the tagline is. Hey, phones are ringing. Bring up the screen.
Yeah, okay.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Are you smoking marijuana while driving right now? Oh man, that's not a common name. Should I use this guy? Hang on a minute.
Call him E.
I'm just going to call him E. Hey, E in St. Pete, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Yes, sir. Good morning, MJ. How are you?
All right, so your name is very uncommon. I don't think you want me to say your name, do you?
You can. You can try, of course.
Oh, well, I don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce your name?
So it's like I like rum. Irum.
All right, so Irum, you're smoking pot while driving right now?
No.
Well, what
the hell are you doing?
Andrew, I told you I want people that are smoking pot. Well, Andrew!
Iram, why are you calling in? We said if you're smoking pot right now, call in.
Andrew!
And we get this guy named Iram.
Why is the first call a guy that's not smoking pot while driving? Iram, so why are you calling me?
What do you have to add?
That's in my opinion, that's too dangerous.
Thank you, Iram.
Hey, Andrew. Do you...
All right, thank you. Iram.
Why?
Thank you.
Andrew, hello.
Not every call gets on.
Andrew.
Okay.
Can you... Oh, he's ignoring me
Let
now.
Joseph in Tampa redeem us.
The first freaking call, I asked for people that are smoking pot while driving.
And we get the most sober Iram.
Oh, my God.
I think it's dangerous.
Joseph in Tampa. Joseph, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hell, I could have told you it's dangerous.
Good morning, MJ. First time caller. Been listening to your show for years. Love your show.
This is what I'm waiting for.
Joseph, are you smoking pot while driving?
I am smoking right now, and there's a Pinellas County Sheriff in front of me, and yeah, I'm toking it up right now.
Jeez, it's not, Fester. It's not funny. Don't condone this behavior.
The best high is in the morning.
Joseph.
Listen, I'm not laughing at the fact that you're driving and you're impaired. I'm laughing that you're bragging that there's a cop right in front of you, dude.
Absolutely. Why? I have a medical marijuana card. I can do it.
Yeah,
but you can't smoke while driving. You're not supposed to be driving impaired.
I'm not impaired. I'm just smoking.
Joseph, when you got your medical marijuana card, was there a brochure or a pamphlet that says, don't smoke while driving a motor vehicle?
I don't know. I was high when I got it.
Oh,
All right.
Joseph, how old are you?
I'm 53.
Oh, man. At least he snuck in on the 25 to 54.
All right,
All right, thank you, Joseph. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
First-time caller, Joseph. Right. Thank you.
Curtis in Bradenton. Curtis, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi. Hi. Get it? Hi. Hello, Curtis. You there?
Cody.
Curtis. All right. It says Curtis. So you're Cody.
Cody.
All
Curtis.
Right. Yeah, my screener says Curtis.
All right. What's up? Cody?
Go ahead, Cody.
I'm hitting my pin right now as I'm driving. I'm doing okay too.
So you're not smoking a joint. You're hitting like a THC pen?
Yeah, that's correct.
See, now those, Cody, if I'm correct or wrong, tell me. They don't have like the stank smell to them, right?
No, and that's the best part, just in case you do get pulled over.
Yeah, you're just getting
like pot.
THC. It doesn't smell like pot. Yeah. All right, Cody, does it make you high? Listen, THC is the active ingredient, so it makes you high, right?
I'm currently high, but I've been smoking for the last almost 20 years. I don't get high like teenagers do.
How fast are you driving right now? What is the speed of your vehicle while you're sucking on THC?
I'm at the light right now. I'll take a puff if you'd like.
No, I don't want you to take a puff.
Listen, this is just a daily snapshot, folks. This is just a little insight into reality on the roads. Thank you, Cody. Thanks for listening. Icky?
Like sticky icky?
Let's go to Icky in Palmetto. Hello, right. Icky. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Icky, you there?
I am at 65 miles an hour on cruise control. So I'm 63 years old. Been doing this since I was 25. Nothing.
Hold on. You're 63. You sound like you're 23.
Well, I got a young child. I mean, that helps out.
All right. So wait, you're going 65 and you're.
Yeah, go ahead. I have my second child at 56.
All right. So, are you smoking a joint
I'm a
or
young guy.
what are you smoking?
No, same thing as Cody. A pen.
Oh, you're smoking a THC thing. All right.
You gave a lot of numbers out.
Appreciate it. Icky. All right. Anonymous in Newport Richie. Hello, Anonymous. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, MJ. How are you guys?
Are you driving right now?
I am.
Are you smoking a joint right now?
Not right now, but I was at the time you guys began the conversation, which was very ironic.
Well, close enough. So 5 minutes ago or so, you were smoking a joint while driving?
A blunt, to be specific.
Smoking a blunt. And you're up in Newport Richie. Are you on 19?
No, Little Road, Trinity area.
Ah, gotcha.
Actually, on my way to work, and I work at a dispensary.
So you work at a marijuana dispensary. So you're getting high in the ride on the way to selling the stuff that gets people high.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Anonymous.
And they say, but I've worked at 2 different medical marijuana offices as well. When we educate the patients, we're letting them know, of course, not to smoke and drive.
Yeah.
But just like any medicine, it says, do not drive until you know how this medication impairs you or how you feel on the medication. So people that do it aren't causing accidents. There's probably, if you're causing an accident, you're probably on something else or you're just have overdone it.
I don't think you're supposed to be smoking pot and driving. All right, so
you're not.
Since you work at a dispensary, are you getting high on your own supply?
Yeah, because I'm a medical marijuana patient, so I buy my medical marijuana.
Yeah, sure. And what is your ailment requiring medical marijuana?
I mean, that's a HIPAA violation, MJ.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We're not medical providers.
I'm not a covered entity. So anyone that says, that's a HIPAA, no, it's not. A HIPAA violation is when a covered entity like a hospital or a doctor or a doctor's office, if they don't handle medical records properly, that's a HIPAA violation. Me asking you as a private citizen and a radio broadcaster, that has nothing to do with HIPAA.
Yeah, we're like a HIPAA violation.
Fester's a walking HIPAA violation.
Right.
Yeah.
In 2019, I had some tumors removed from my chest. I have a lot of pain and discomfort with that. Also, just anxiety everyone has anxiety.
Okay.
I mean, I have anxiety to the point of shaking, crying, panic attacks, can't go grocery shopping.
Oh, you're scared of why are you scared of grocery shopping?
Yeah, you would be surprised.
Well,
right?
I mean, the high prices or what?
Just crowds, just being there. So yeah, these products help. And sometimes you got to medicate on the way there because you forget to do it before you got there or whatever the case may be.
You got to medicate before you go to the supermarket and get some Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Appreciate the call. Oh, look at this one. Jackie and Trinity. Look at the comment section. Oh, I got to hear this story. All right, Jackie and Trinity, MJ Morning Show. You're up. Hi.
Hey, it's Jackie. How you doing?
Hello, Jackie. It's MJ and Fester. How you doing? So apparently you used to smoke pot and drive at the same time, but what happened?
All the time. And I am actually 8 months clean this month. So I'm proud of that. I'm in recovery. But I used to smoke all day, every day, so I knew it was a problem. I used to think that Mary Jane could do no wrong, and I didn't realize that could have been a problem until I was smoking my pen, which in this case it was, and I shouldn't have been smoking indica while I was driving. And usually, like, sativa might be all right, but I was at a light. I'm sitting at a light, and I just said, "Holy shit, I'm so high!" I just rubbed my face. Next thing you know, I tapped the car in front of me. Didn't even know I did it. I was like, "Oh."
So,
man, did they call the police?
No, it was okay.
And then that was a wake-up call that maybe you should stop inhaling THC or getting high while driving?
Absolutely, and I have kids. I drive with my kids, and I know a lot of people that do that. And
So hold on, you were driving high with your kids in the car as well?
I have, not at that time that my kids were not in the car. Yeah, I have teenagers, and I did make a lot of changes in my life, and a lot of addicts kind of defend their addiction. And
When's the last time you smoked pot? You said 8 months ago?
To be honest with you,
well, you told me you were 8 months clean, so wait a minute.
Yeah, well, it's progress now.
Well, be honest. When was the last time you smoked?
I have not smoked since January 25th.
All right, well, no. Then why were you saying to be honest with you?
Because I did get a Delta 8 gummy, and I nibble on it occasionally to chill at night.
All right,
and technically, my sponsor would not consider that sober, so that's between me and God.
Gotcha. All right, stop nibbling on Delta 8 gummies. All right. Hey, Jackie, thanks for being honest with us, and thanks for calling in.
Yeah, those pesky sponsors.
All right,
man, look at these. Unbelievable. Two more.
All right,
two more. Then I got to move on.
All right.
Holly's in Webster, all the way up there. Hey, Holly, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, how are you?
Doing well. What's the story?
So I've been a medical patient for about 3 or 4 years because I have Crohn's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll go to the dispensary, and they have the pre-rolled, 5-packs. They're, not even a full gram's worth. It's, a quarter of a gram. So when I have my Crohn's that happens, every single day, what I'll do is when I'm driving in the morning on my way to work, I'll take out one of those little miniature joints, and I'll smoke that on my way to work. And then if I have an episode, I get leaves off from work for a little bit so I can go handle my medicine, and then I'll come back to work.
So you go to out to the car in the parking lot and puff on a fatty?
No, not really a fatty. It's a really small,
I got it. I just want to say puff on a fatty. Hey, Holly, I wish you the best. Thank you for calling in. One more. Saturn in St. Pete. Hello, Saturn.
Good morning, fellas. How are you doing?
We're doing fine, Saturn. Are you driving while smoking pot right now?
Absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
And just drop the kids off at school, too.
Oh, my God. Come on, dude.
Saturn,
what are you...
Okay.
I'm going to call you Uranus.
So in Fester's case, the kids were already dropped off. I was not talking while my kids were in the vehicle.
All right.
If that helps. So that's...
All right, so...
And I drive about 500 miles a day, so I'm on the road pretty much 8 hours, 10 hours a day.
Are you smoking marijuana all 500 miles a day?
Yeah, for the past 31 years I have.
My
yes, sir.
God. What keeps you on the road? What kind of job? What are you driving that has you driving all day long like that?
A company to park.
A what?
A company van.
Oh, no.
Oh, great.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no. You know what? As long as I've been talking, there's several people that'll go over with you, just like they stated earlier, that it's not like it used to be. I can't even tell you. I don't get it like that. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was young, and I stopped smoking cigarettes. And I guess it's the notion. Sometimes I'll do the vape pens, but those are pretty much pointless. Those are just they just make you cotton mouth and pretty much stuck all day.
Listen, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you to, stop smoking marijuana, driving 500 miles a day in the company van. I'm just making a suggestion there, Sadie. All right, thank you, buddy. Thanks for calling in. Anyway, listen, I thought I'd take calls, and I got to beat the calls off with a stick over here, man. I had to tell Andrew no more call. I had to give him the wave off hand signal.
Yeah.
Calls just coming in on this thing. But you know what? What is the takeaway here? The number of people that are next to you on the road right now or passing you or you're passing them that are freaking high and they're stoned while driving right now. That's the takeaway of this segment here on the MJ Morning Show.
You wonder why
unbelievable.
Insurance rates are so high. That sucks.
Oh man, you know what? You just reminded me of something.
What's that?
Send me a text.
Right now?
Yeah, I got a conference call with Chloe and the car insurance company because we got to change Chloe's car insurance to Connecticut.
You want me to remind you to call your daughter on text?
Well,
That's what you want me to do? Send you a text to remind you to call your daughter?
Listen, here's the deal. I got to believe Florida, we have among the highest freaking car insurance rates in the country, with Chloe now driving, going to law school, garaging her car in Connecticut. We got to change her address, and I got to believe that our insurance rates are going to go down for her in Connecticut, right?
Okay.
I got to remind me.
So
Michelle, if you're listening, remind me.
You really don't want me to remind you because I'm not going to remind you.
No, but I got to do that.
Yeah. I mean,
you want to hear something ridiculous? Stop.
Wasn't that ridiculous?
Is that Dumb and Dumber?
I guess.
You want that was the you want to hear the most annoying sound. You want to hear the most annoying sound ever.
You want to hear something ridiculous?
All right, this is ridiculous.
What is it?
A Redditor. So this is a claim on Reddit.
Yes.
Someone claims that they went to a restaurant and they were charged a quiet time fee.
Ooh.
Think about this for a second. You go to a restaurant, and we're seeing all of these add-ons. We're seeing all of these supplemental charges, healthcare charge, kitchen appreciation charge. I mean, a lot of these restaurants, they're trying to just add other, the big thing now is the credit card fee. A lot of places, it hasn't caught on dramatically here in the Tampa Bay area yet, but I've been in places around the country, and I think I have seen it here in a couple of places where they try to add on, here's the cash price, but if you pay by credit card, then they add like 3 or 4% for the credit card fee, and that's just obnoxious. I mean, it's the cost of doing business, and if you want to charge for a credit, then raise your frickin' entree price by 3%. Or whatever. That just drives me nuts. Are you ready for this ridiculous alleged fee? The quiet time fee. I have never heard of this. I found out about this yesterday when I stumbled across this from a Reddit. Redditor claims they were charged the quiet time surcharge. Do you have any idea in a restaurant what the quiet time surcharge is?
When nobody's bothering you?
And then they get into an argument. They get into an argument with the establishment. What the bleep is this? A quiet time surcharge? I'm not paying a quiet time. Do you have any idea what it is?
Is it when you go and it's less crowded?
Yes. They're saying that you're at a time where it is not busy in the restaurant. So this restaurant wanted to charge a quiet time surcharge because the restaurant wasn't busy. They explained that the restaurant seemed calm when they walked in. They decided to give it a try. The bill included an extra 20% pre-tip charge labeled quiet time surcharge. So outside of like peak hours, so not at the lunch rush, not at the dinner time. So I guess they were in between.
Like at 2:30 or 3 o'clock.
I don't know. I don't know the exact time, but
Yeah.
you could just surmise the quiet time when there's a lull in business. If you go to a restaurant at 3 in the afternoon,
It's probably not as busy as it's going to be at 6:30.
you think probably? Of course, that's the lull time. Lunch is going to be busier at a restaurant.
Right.
Noon to let's say 2 p.m. and then it's going to pick up at 5:30, 6 o'clock for dinner. So someone goes to a restaurant at 2:45, 3:15, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So they were hit with a quiet time surcharge because this is when the restaurant's not busy. So you're getting penalized for spending money at the restaurant when somebody is eating at a quieter time. I mean, wouldn't you think the restaurant would be happy that you're spending money there during a time when usually there's not a lot of revenue?
Yeah, otherwise, a lull in their day, you're making a couple of sales.
So the diner was like, what the bleep is this? Are you kidding me? So the diner refused to pay the surcharge. They're like, I'm not chartering this restaurant for a private charter. I'm just going in during opening business hour. I've never heard of this. I don't know if
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this before. This was a discussion on Reddit that I saw yesterday, and it was called it was end tipping. That's what it was. It was a Reddit subgroup called End Tipping, END, where people just talking about, and we've spent a lot of time on the show with the whole tipping culture, and there are just places where I'm not tipping. And in fact, remember before break. Remember, we talked about the Thai place up on Kennedy, Lemongrass. And Lemongrass is good. Lemongrass used to be a whole sit-down Thai deal. Then during COVID, they took the tables out, and now they're only takeout. And they have this, they built a wall. You walk into the restaurant, and you're hit with a wall, and it's like this little slot where you pass your credit card through. They hand your receipt out, and then they shove your food through like this homemade, almost like a bank drive-through teller drawer. So it's
the weirdest setup I've ever seen.
Listen, the food is great. They do a great job, but I'm not tipping. There's like a tip spot. I'm not tipping. You're shoving my food through a bank drawer. You don't get tipped on that. But the food is very good. So, we just the whole tipping culture, everyone expecting a tip. You go to a place, you go to a counter, they hand you a bag, and then, they want a, 20% tip. No.
I don't think it's so much that people are expecting it, but they're going to ask anyway.
So now this is the latest. Quiet time surcharge, at least allegedly at this one establishment where they didn't say where exactly it was. But this is something I've never heard of this. So, look, I learn things you know what? When you stop learning, you're dead. That's it. I learn something new or 2 or 3 or 4 every single day. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
This next thing here I laughed at.
Okay.
It would have been funnier if Florida was affected. Did you see that Costco is recalling bottles of Kirkland brand? That's the in-house, Costco's brand is Kirkland. Costco is recalling Kirkland Prosecco. The
wine?
Yeah, the bubbly, you can't say champagne, but, it's the bubbly white wine, Prosecco. So, a lot of times, Italian or, the differentiation, like champagne, you can only it has to be from the Champagne region of France to be legally called champagne.
And can only be served in the champagne room.
So Costco has issued an alert, a recall of their Kirkland signature Prosecco, Valdo B. Diadene, whatever it is. They're saying the bottles could just explode at any time.
Really? That seems like a big hazard.
You think so?
It seems like one. What is the probability of explosion?
But here's the deal. The exploding bottles of Prosecco at Costco were only sold in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, they got a problem with the Midwest over there with exploding.
Yep.
So why aren't they in Florida? Members of Costco that bought this sparkling wine between April 25th and August 26th, just a couple of weeks ago, in these 11 Midwestern states, they're saying that the glass bottle has an explosion risk. You know what else made me laugh?
What?
Do not return the bottles to the store.
Because they don't want the explosive?
They don't want people walking up with these bottles and having these things blow up, spraying sparkling wine and glass fragments into the eyes of the Costco coworkers at the customer service desk.
It's essentially bringing a dirty bomb into Costco. They don't want that there.
Essentially. Can you imagine? People lined up at the returns line at Costco and they got to call the bomb squad. So Prosecco from Kirkland and Costco. I mean, was it like extra bubbly, or were the bottles not built
thick enough to handle the PSI?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The pounds per square inch, too great. Did they get an inferior batch of glass bottles that weren't engineered to handle? Because listen, when you hit the cork in like a bottle of champagne, man, that'll take an eye out. I mean, how many people lose an eye with a champagne or a sparkling wine bottle cork accident over the course of a year? You know what? That's a good question.
It's a lot.
Why don't you ask?
Let's go check.
Hold on, Andrew. What is that?
Champagne cork popped can fly up to 50 miles an hour.
Are you reading this on like Chat GPT or something?
Yeah, it's one of the AI overviews.
A champagne cork can eject at 50 miles an hour.
Another one says 34 miles an hour. That's still pretty quick.
It is. Doing 34 in a 25 school zone.
All right, ChatGPT, ask me anything.
I don't need you to ask ChatGPT. Anyway, Florida's not on the list, but I just thought that was pretty funny. Are you ready for an MJ Morning Show classic? Remember earlier today, I said that I was going to whip out a song that we haven't heard in years.
Yeah, you said it had to do with something with a celebrity.
Yep, celebrity. All right, folks, you're listening to the MJ Morning Show. This is 104.7 FM, Q105. And earlier this morning here on the MJ Morning Show, I think it was 6 o'clock hour. I said, man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to play a parody song that has not been heard on the MJ Morning Show since, 1998? This is a long, long time. In fact, it was still the MJ and BJ Morning Show. So hold on. Let me set this up properly. And Fester, let me see if you can figure out where this is going.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen, there's your celebrity.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen's getting a lot of talk these days.
The new documentary's out.
The Netflix deal.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet. But when we were up in New York and Connecticut, when we were down in Manhattan, because we did a couple of days down in Manhattan to help Julian last week, I saw several billboards like around Times Square. There was Charlie Sheen and his face, the Charlie Sheen story, Netflix, blah, 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 right? And Charlie Sheen's getting a lot of attention right now. Listen to this. Charlie Sheen claims Bill Clinton tried to hit on his girlfriend in the 80s.
In the 80s?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen is claiming Bill Clinton tried to steal his girlfriend. In his new memoir, man, there's a lot of stuff. He's got the Netflix deal, then he's got a memoir, The Book of Sheen. The 60-year-old actor said the alleged incident happened when he was filming 1987's Three for the Road with Alan Ruck and Kerry Green in Arkansas. Clinton, who was the governor of Arkansas at the time, welcomed the trio into the mansion for a photo op, claimed Charlie Sheen, who brought his girlfriend along at the time, Dolly Fox. And Charlie Sheen is claiming that horn dog Bill Clinton tried to hit on his girlfriend. It was pretty surreal, as Governor Clinton gave me a pair of red and white Razorback shoes, intentionally tacky and modeled after the mascot of the Arkansas sports teams.
Right.
I was answering a reporter's question when Ruck overheard Clinton whisper to one of his aides, "Find out what you can about the brunette."
All right, I'm looking. I've never heard of Dolly Fox
The
before.
brunette was Dolly Fox.
She's divine.
Sheen claimed that Ruck, 69 now, still swears it was an exact quote. See what you can find out about the brunette. Clinton saying to one of the aides, and the brunette was Charlie Sheen's girlfriend who was tagging along at the governor's mansion in Arkansas. So, Fester.
Yes.
What could I possibly be digging up out of the long-lost MJ archives?
So I don't remember is the big answer, but I do recall a Bill Clinton rap.
Notorious B.I.L.?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I did not have sexual relations with
MJ and BJ in the morning.
B-I-G-P-E-N-I-S, fooling around with chicks, what I do best. G-O-P, really mad cause I'm flagrant. Had sex in every room here but the basement. My Shrine Supreme stays clean, a poon hound's miracle dream. I be that, got so much that my unit's bent. Support from the pollsters, girls on my shoulders. Playboy, I told you, never met a girl I could do too much. I'm a big sex nut. Step on the stage, they never nail my butt. Speaking of butt, guess what I'm having for lunch? Touch a load of crap. If I did, ain't no problem. I know where my love Janet Reno's at. Throw your legs in the sky, waving side to side. A real nice guy who would never tell a lie. Baby, please, on my knees, fondle these. B.I.L. is a rustler. Put me on the cover of Hustler. I prefer double D's. Give me one in each hand. Hey, you know, it doesn't blow. That your wife doesn't miss it. If you have another girl, kiss it. Don't want to hear about my ding dong. As long as I keep the economy strong.
Remember that?
That is fantastic.
It is.
How is that not in the President Bill Clinton library?
You're right. That should be in the library.
Playing on a constant loop.
100%. So from, I had to dig that up out of the, actually it's on one of the old CDs.
B-I-G-P-E-N-I-S.
It's on the MJ and BJ Crotchety Christmas 3D.
Oh, man.
What was the copyright? 1998. So Notorious B.I.L.
Well,
I haven't heard that in how many years? We played that incessantly back in the day.
I kind of miss Clinton. What a predator.
He
really is.
Hey, speaking of predators.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, were you able to find some Chris Hansen for me?
Oh, man.
To catch a predator. Remember the old Dateline? Were those Datelines?
Yeah, of course.
Remember to catch a predator? But were those labeled as Dateline, though?
Why did you bring Skittles and a box of condoms?
Exactly. Andrew, where's my Chris Hansen audio bites? Did you get some? But were those Dateline? Was it Dateline to catch a predator?
It was like the biggest night. Tonight, Dateline to catch a predator.
The reason why I want some old Chris Hansen. This is another local story here. A group of 5 youngsters here in Florida facing an assortment of criminal charges. Why? They are accused of battering and falsely imprisoning a man who they targeted in a to catch a predator style sting.
Oh, man.
That was recorded and uploaded to a website for public viewing for profit. As alleged in arrest affidavits, the video which is video vigilantism, occurred around 2 a.m. last Friday at a home right here in the Bay Area in Largo. It's Largo to catch a predator. So these 5 guys set up like a to catch a predator scene in order to upload the video and to make money on this thing. Listen to this. The victim arrived at the residence expecting to meet a minor for a sexual encounter. The men apparently had been lured to the short-term rental property, I'm guessing Airbnb,
right,
via a dating app or some other fraudulent online enticement. After arriving at the residence, the victim was forced onto a couch while being yelled at to sit the F down and shut the bleep up. One of the assailants placed the victim in a near-naked chokehold, while others repeatedly threatened him and warned of police intervention. While pinning the victim down, the defendant stood in a circle around the man and physically attacked him while he was trapped and unable to leave, and was begging and pleading for the attack to stop. I have not seen this make any local news anywhere. Our friends at the Smoking Gun, they dug up this Largo police report.
That's crazy.
One of the men arrested was Matthew Qualley, 19, forcibly shaved the head of the victim against his will for humiliation purposes.
All right, so hold on. The guy they captured, who's the victim.
They lured a guy in from some kind of dating app. He was going, I guess, thinking that he was going to have relations with an underage girl. Yes.
Okay, so
they were doing their own homemade to catch a predator, video this thing, and then upload it to some website, allegedly for views and profit.
I don't know who they are specifically, but there are several.
Oh my God.
Predator sting vigilantes out there who are taking the law into their own hand and taking these people off the street. But these guys have gone from doing something potentially good to something potentially bad.
No, there's nothing good here.
Catching predators, catching sexual offenders, catching guys who want to...
Hold on. If you're a legitimate organization that's catching a predator...
These guys are legitimate content creators.
And dude, they're not. What are you saying?
They're videotaping it. They want to put it on TikTok.
Just stop.
That's what these guys are doing, though.
Stop. If you're a legitimate organization and you're working in tandem with law enforcement to catch these predators, that's legit. These guys were just... They're what do you call it? They're like renegades.
Vigilantes.
They're just doing their own to catch a predators to humiliate a guy, record it, and then sell the video and profit while posting this thing online.
I feel like I've seen other content creators confront these disgusting people who are going to prey on young people. I feel like I've seen people before, and I don't know if they ever get arrested or what the deal is or how law enforcement eventually gets involved, but the tip comes from this group who lure the men in, and then when they get there, they smack him around. What are they going to do? You guys, he's caught dead to rights.
The guy was pleading and begging for them to leave him alone. He was trapped, unable to leave.
Where's his arrest photo?
One of the men arrested, this Matthew Qualley, shaved the guy's head. The group of attackers threatened the victim and coerced him into doing acts of humiliation, which are not further described in the court documents. The accused men recorded the incident and planned to profit monetarily from the video, which was uploaded to a website for public viewing for profit without the victim's consent. The affidavits do not identify the website or whether the attack was live streamed. In addition to Qualley, the arrests on September 12th also involved Roland Ralsaj, 20, Errol Hash Orva, 18, Dylan Gentry, 19, Andro Issa, 19. Each man faces a felony false imprisonment charge, while some also have been hit with battery and or robbery counts. Issa was charged with child neglect, a felony, for bringing a juvenile to the site of the sting, which, according to cops, according to the police, described as an area with an unknown subject believed to be potentially a sexual offender. The minor involved was a suspect and was arrested. What? Really? The defendants were each released on bond from Pinellas County Jail on Sunday. This has not made local news. They were doing their own to catch a predator sting, like Chris Hansen.
What is that?
It's KY.
Lubricating gel.
Yep.
What were you going to use that for? Now, what was your plan for the strawberries and whipped cream?
You have a piece of strawberry in my mouth, and then she could
And have her do what?
bite off of it or
Bite off of it.
Right.
So you're going to kind of make out using the strawberries and the whipped cream with a 12-year-old girl. Okay, that was your plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you believe this? The smoking gun got a hold of the arrest report here, and the whole probable cause affidavit, and this has not made local news. I have not seen this on any of the local TV channels. I've not seen this in the Tampa Bay Times. The smoking gun, scouring local police blotter records, found this insane story out of Largo where these 5 kids, how old are they? 20, or they ages were, what'd I say?
Am I the only one that thinks these kids are like
19, 18, 20, 19, those are the ages.
Am I the only one who thinks these guys, while the plan might have needed a little work, are citizens of the month?
No, they're not.
These guys
Dude, they were not doing this. They were doing this to record it and sell it.
I don't care.
They're not.
I don't care.
If you're doing this legitimately to catch a predator and you're an organization working with law enforcement, then yes. All right, Fester,
I support these kids.
No,
I'm going to donate to their GoFundMe.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
Free these kids. Stop embarrassing yourself. I'm all for vigilante groups taking off child predators.
Oh, I am too, but they that's not what they were doing. They were putting videos up to make money off them.
End? What's the end? What's the end play? The end play is they're going to let the guy go?
The end play is this comes to an end right now because it's the end of an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ.
Good job.
What was that?
Good job, kids.
Stop. No.
Fine young men.
On the MJ Morning Show.
Heroes.
On Q105, 104.7 FM. Hey, 9 o'clock hour is next. And we don't need the return. I'm sorry. I don't think we need a return here. There's talk of a reunion tour coming up. What? We'll explain. I don't think I need this reunion. Also, the latest on open carry. Soon, you're going to see people walking around with guns on their belts. We'll get to that coming up. All right. Stand by. MJ Morning Show back in minutes here on Q105, 104.7 FM. The good news, folks, let me give you some very, very good news. You now have a new option for Genesis vehicles, cars, SUVs. Man, the Genesis brand has built a humongous fan base. Quality, value, style, luxury. The good news is there is a new Genesis dealer right here in the Tampa Bay area. It is Tampa. GenesisofTampa.com. That's the website. And Genesis of Tampa is located very conveniently at 275 and Bierce. So you don't have to go to Pinellas County. You don't have to drive far now. If you want to lease or buy a new Genesis, if you need Genesis service, they're great. Genesis of Tampa, valet service. They'll come pick up your vehicle. They'll drop off a loaner and then bring yours back to your house. There are amazing lease deals that are going on right now at Genesis of Tampa. You've got G80s at $399 a month. You've got Genesis G70s at $329 a month. You got GV70, the SUV, at $369 a month. You got some great deals going on right now. Amazing lease specials. Of course, there's money due at signing, 36-month lease. All the details are at Genesis of Tampa. GenesisofTampa.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Banco Overhead Doors has some amazing offers right now, but you got to hurry. How about the latest and greatest with the LiftMaster 87504 garage door opener? Now, folks, I speak from experience because I have the LiftMaster 87504 garage door openers at my house. I love these things. So LiftMaster and Banco, they installed these things about a year and a half ago. And I'm telling you, right, this is the greatest thing ever. So these garage door openers, they've got a video camera, which then transmits to the app on my phone. I see and I get notices when my garage doors are opening and closing. I can see video of what's going on in my garage with openings and closings. Let's say I'm heading off somewhere and I'm like, oh my God, did I close my garage door? I can check my app and it tells me. And if I left my garage door open, I hit the button on my app, it closes the garage door. So Banco and LiftMaster, folks, get an ultra quiet LiftMaster garage door opener. Works with the MyQ app. It's phenomenal. Any garage door service, if you want the new opener from LiftMaster, go to Banco. They're the best. BancoDoors.com and tell them that MJ sent you. Another high recommendation for an MJ Morning Show advertiser belongs to Two College Brothers. Every single week, I get handfuls of listeners that use Two College Brothers Moving and Storage at my recommendation, and they love them. If you are making a move, or, important here, if you know anyone that's making a move, don't let them make the wrong move. Call twocollegebrothers.com. If you know someone that's moving, or if it's a family member, colleague, whatever, if they're moving, you say, hey, you got a mover? And if they do, say, hey, if you call Two College Brothers, get a quote, get a great price, but most importantly, you get a great move. twocollegebrothers.com, highly trained. They are background checked to the hilt. Wade, the owner of Two College Brothers, he runs a tight ship. Get a great quote, but more importantly, get the best move possible. twocollegebrothers.com. Mention me, MJ, get free moving boxes. twocollegebrothers.com, the smartest move you'll ever make. 8:59, traffic's on, and the MJ Morning Show's back in mere moments. Stand by.
We have an act.
incident with Michael Jordan's son pulled over for DUI? We have apparently a final disposition on that. We'll get to that coming up in just a matter of moments. What 90s band, if you want to call them a band, what 90s musical group do we probably don't need to hear from again?
Oh, man. You're going to give me the whole decade to choose from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was, I think, was it 90? Was it late 90s?
Is it like Chumbawamba? Chumbo, I mean...
No, I like Chumbawamba.
Okay. I mean, I get knocked down.
I get knocked down. Okay. I get up again. They were a one-hit wonder. This particular group was not a one-hit wonder. I mean, they had several hits. There's one song...
Was it a boy band? Was it a boy band, or was it a girl band, or was it?
It was a girl band.
Was it a rock band?
It was not a rock band. It was a girl band. There is talk.
It's not like the Dixie Chicks. They're still around, right?
There's talk of a 30th anniversary reunion.
Destiny's Child hasn't been around that long. I'd love to see that reunion.
Come on, man.
Spice Girls.
Survey says.
Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want.
This is one of the most obnoxious things. You know what? That's tantamount to waterboarding.
Dude, no way, dude. Listen,
dude, come on.
I love the Spice Girls, man. Good for them.
Yo, tell me what I want.
I would love to see a reunion.
I hear that. I go into anaphylactic shock.
Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I need someone to hit me with EpiPens in my ears.
No way.
Come on. Oh, God.
My love.
Anyway.
You gotta get with my friend. That's so cool, man.
I guess Mel B is dropping hints of a possible 30-year anniversary reunion since their 1996 debut album, Spice. Was it 96?
I am all for this.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want it. It's like they're hyperventilating.
I would love to make each one of them hyperventilate.
All right, so I'm not a Spice Girls fan. Clearly, Fester is.
I'll tell you what. Jerry Halliwell.
Getting hot here.
Jerry Halliwell from the Spice Girls.
What about the soccer player's wife?
Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, her.
I mean, she's exquisite.
Yeah,
she's a beautiful woman. But Jerry Halliwell, she has instilled an affection that I have.
Which one is Jerry Halliwell?
She's she's kind of Ginger Spice.
Oh, was she? She was Ginger Spice. What were the Spice? I don't know.
There was
Scary Spice,
Baby Spice, Sporty Spice, Ginger Spice, and Posh Spice.
What about Smelly Spice?
Dude, after a concert, I'm sure all five of them were. After they worked up a lather.
Smelly Spice.
I love them. I love these five.
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum here, Fester. I am not looking forward to a...
Look at Emma. Look at Baby Spice. She's all grown up now, boy. Oh.
What did they do other than what's her face marrying Bend Them Like Beckham? What have all the other ones done?
Mel B.
Are they working at Harrods department store in London, or
none of them are working at Harrods?
They're working at what's the big supermarket chain? Tesco.
Asso?
No, Tesco.
Tesco.
Are they working at Tesco's?
So Mel B is.
They're working at Spencer and Mark's.
Okay. Mel B is a judge on America's Got Talent.
Is she?
Yeah. So she's been doing it for a couple of years. I don't know if she's doing it currently, but she's done it for a handful of seasons.
Andrew says she's still on there.
Okay, so I haven't seen the show in a while, but. I
thought Howard Stern was a judge on there.
He hasn't done that in 5 years or
so. How about the Howie dude?
The other Howie?
Yeah.
Howard is gone. Yeah. Howie is still
Howie
there.
Mandel.
Yes.
I like him.
Yes.
I like Howie Mandel. I think and I think I told you I met Howie Mandel years ago. Oh, very, very nice guy.
But no, I love the Spice Girls. This is awesome. You don't think Michelle would want to go see a Spice Girls concert?
Want to find out?
You don't think Michelle would want to take her daughter to a Spice Girls concert? They're going to put on a hell of a show. Just a fun night. Tell you what, man. Jerry Halliwell. She changed my whole outlook on redheads. A lifelong fan she's turned me into. Yeah. I give them all a second look.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah. Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Michelle. Okay, listen to this. There might be a 30th anniversary concert, and MJ's making it sound like it's the worst thing in the world. How awesome would that be?
What?
How awesome would it be?
I couldn't hear you.
Is my mic not feeding you on the line?
What's going on with...
You were playing the music.
Oh, okay. I got to turn the music off.
Music was drowning me out.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Michelle, the Spice Girls are talking about a 30th anniversary reunion tour.
Yeah, but mine is Victoria.
What? No Victoria Beckham?
My story doesn't say that.
I don't think she's interested in touring with them.
Oh, because she's got money out the wazoo with all the bend them like Beckham money.
Yeah, she's practically a billionaire, I'm sure. But
no, her clothing fashion line just chews up money like it's going out of style.
Oh, that's right. So Victoria Beckham's fashion line, it's like a money loser, right?
Well, last I read, it wasn't really, I mean, I don't know. I love the stuff, but it's expensive and,
Oh, that's right. Victoria Beckham has a fashion line. We talked about this. And the stuff is like, we talked about this like maybe 2-3 years ago. That's right. And isn't her clothing like ridiculously expensive?
It is. It's very expensive, but it's gorgeous stuff. I mean, if I wait for it to go on sale, if they still have my size, I like to try to fit into it.
Like a belt is like $29,000.
No, that's ridiculous. But she also has a makeup line too now.
Is she designing and is she crafting the clothes? Is she sitting in front of a? Is she sitting in front of a Juki sewing machine?
No. All right, so here's a Victoria Beckham high leg bodysuit. So like a leotard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A leotard.
Right? I mean, that's what it looks like. It looks like something that you wear like in gymnastics.
Don't say tard.
When's the last time Fester said the word leotard?
You tard.
That's what it looks like, right?
You leotard.
It's like what kids wear in gymnastics class.
Don't be a leotard.
So, $250.
That's not terrible.
Victoria,
that's not terrible.
For a leotard?
Well, yeah, for a little bodysuit, which should be probably $40 at Victoria's Secret, maybe $250 is a little pricey.
Victoria Beckham's straight leg jeans.
That's $550 for jeans. Oh, here's a Victoria.
That's about the going price now for designer jeans.
Here's a Victoria Beckham. Roll over that again. Victoria Beckham draped asymmetric jersey maxi dress in red.
$1,750.
$2,150.
Yeah.
Oh,
they carry her stuff at Neiman Marcus and at Bergdorf Goodman.
Yeah, I mean it's very
it's
very poshy stuff, but you're right, it's not.
Oh, it's posh.
Posh Spice.
It's Posh Spice.
But
which one was she? Which one was she?
Beckham.
What was she? Posh Spice?
Yes,
she was posh.
Yes.
All right. Well, that makes sense then. I'm sorry. I don't know.
She's fulfilling her title.
If the concert doesn't include Victoria, that kind of sucks.
Which one was Smelly Spice?
All of them after the concert.
Which one was Sociopath Spice?
That was Crazy Spice. That was BS Crazy Spice.
Scary Spice.
Scary Spice.
Which one was Felon Spice? All right, Michelle. So wait a minute. Fester is looking forward to a possible Spice Girls reunion. I don't give a flying crap. If I never hear that, tell me what you want, what you really. If I never hear that again, it'll be too soon. So
if they come around, Fester and I will go.
I'll tell you what. You guess what? Good riddance. Go. You go ahead. Fester will pick you up. Fester will pick you up in his 2010 peeling paint Cadillac DWTS.
And I'll use my handicap pass and get VIP parking. Big deal, bro. Did you say good riddance to your wife about going to a concert?
The day after her birthday.
Good riddance.
What's wrong with you?
Good riddance. What kind of animal? You're
good riddance to you.
Yeah, you're Scary Spice.
Filthy animal.
Yeah, right. Good riddance. Who
Michelle.
says that? Good riddance. What is this, a 1950 insult?
I'll see.
Good riddance.
I'll see you soon, Michelle.
Will you?
Yes, I will.
Unless it's
good riddance.
Yeah,
Bye.
Good riddance. Who says that?
Good riddance. Goodbye. Hanging up on me.
Oh, man.
Hey, do you know how much, and I guess this is a fan favorite, I've never had a slice of this.
What?
Do you know how, let me just give you some clues. This is a fan favorite. Customers love this. It's back.
I know what it is. Because I'm a fan.
What is it?
It's either the Costco or the Sam's Club pumpkin pie.
How the hell did you know that?
Because it's so good.
What did I say that how did you know that?
Because you said I never had a slice, and I remember years ago you're like, I've never eaten pumpkin pie.
I've never.
Oh, and now you're a prick about it. Like now you won't eat it out of spite when it's really good.
I've got pie spite.
You do. If I brought pumpkin pie in and I'm serving it, everybody would enjoy a slice, and I'm just like, I'm not eating. You'd deliberately be a stick in the mud.
You know what's really funny?
That's the hill you're dying on.
If you won't drink a Sprite out of spite.
A Sprite?
A Sprite.
You won't.
Right. So I'm impressed. The fact that, do you know that the Costco pumpkin pie is nearly 4 pounds?
Yeah, it's a really good pie.
That's like dense, like concrete.
And it's large. It's a large pie. I've bought.
Do you know that you could, you know the old pie in the face thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I just had an idea. Let me take Costco pumpkin pies and hit you in the face. Dude, that'll break a nose.
Dude,
that'll bust eye sockets. Can you imagine if you're hit in the face with a 4-pound Costco pumpkin pie?
When did you and I cross the bridge to foreplay? I mean, I am down, but it's a big pie.
Dude, you would hurt somebody. Listen, the typical pie in the face is just what, like an aluminum tin? Yeah, aluminum tin with whipped cream.
It's a pretty dense pie.
Can you imagine getting hit in the face with a Costco pumpkin pie at nearly 4 pounds?
Can you imagine just sitting down at a table and eating one? I mean, honestly, MJ, if I brought one in from Costco in the wrapper, you'd be like, I've never eaten it. I'm not eating it.
Here's the deal. The other thing is the price. People can't believe how dense this thing is. But people are like, oh, my God, how could it be this cheap?
It's like $7, right?
It is $5.99.
Okay, yeah, $6.
And people are like, how the hell can this 4-pound pumpkin pie at Costco be just $5.99? I guess it's kind of tantamount to the hot dog and a drink deal at $1.50.
Like the chicken too. It's a loss leader.
Yeah, it must be.
They're gonna lose a couple of bucks on the pie, but they're gonna get you everywhere else.
You know, as I said earlier in the show, yesterday was Michelle's birthday, and Michelle loves the chocolate cake at Wright's.
Yeah.
So after the show yesterday, picked up a bag of rice, some Japanese koshiakari from a friend of mine. Picked up a bag of rice and then stopped at Wright's and got Michelle a cake. It wasn't $5.99.
No.
The Costco cake, by the way, which is a very dense cake, and that cake weighs, I think the Wright's chocolate cake might clock in at 16 pounds like a bowling ball.
Wow.
But that was $52. That's, that's an investment.
It's a premium product.
I put that on Klarna.
You know what the thing is? I mean, you can get what, like 16 slices out of that cake, right?
Dude, you can get whatever you want out of the cake.
I don't know, but
and then Michelle had she saw on YouTube some new cake slicing method where you cut you section it off into 8 slices, and then she did like intermediate cuts within the slice to get little mini wedges out of the main wedge. So Michelle's demoing last night with her birthday cake, new cake slicing methods. She's like, oh, I've been wanting to try this. I saw this on YouTube.
Have you really never had a pumpkin pie?
I've never had pumpkin pie in my life.
Is it just because of happenstance, or do you have an opposition to it?
All right, let me tell you what the deal is. And I have had some pumpkin that I love. So maybe I'm missing. Listen, I didn't have strawberries until I was maybe 12, 13 years old.
Okay, but now you're like 60.
So
okay?
I never liked strawberries. Why? Because my mother told me that she never liked strawberries. So this is environment rubbing off on you. So my mother despised strawberries because she thought they looked like noses. And all the little seedling, she thought they looked like blackheads.
Oh my God.
On Uncle Charlie's nose. So we had an Uncle Charlie that had a schnoz the size of like a manatee. He had big ears. He had a huge nose. Uncle Charlie. It was my great uncle. It was my mom's uncle. And Uncle Charlie had this big bulbous nose that had all kinds of blackheads. And since she was a little girl, she would look at Uncle Charlie's nose and then look at a strawberry, and she never ate strawberries because of that. So that rubbed off on me. We never had strawberries in the house. So growing up, I always heard my mom say, "Oh, I hate strawberries. I hate strawberries." It was later on that I found out it was because of Uncle Charlie's nose, and that the strawberries reminded her of the blackheads in Uncle Charlie's nose. And then, so I never had strawberries until I was like, I think maybe 11, 12 years old, somewhere in that vicinity. And I finally had a strawberry. I'm like, oh my God, I love these things. Strawberries are fantastic.
These are wonderful.
I've been deprived. I've been neglected. I mean, call children and families. But again, you get these preconceived notions on things that for instance, sweet potatoes. I never wanted sweet potatoes because I think at Thanksgiving, I was disgusted by like the melted marshmallow, and I'm not a sweet and savory guy.
No.
I like my sweet separate from the savory. And for whatever reason, sweet potatoes always turn me off because of Thanksgiving and the horrific concoction that's whipped up for Thanksgiving. So when I finally, as an adult, I mean, seriously, I think I had my first sweet potato in my 40s.
Really?
Yes. And I'm like, just a plain sweet potato, mashed up with butter, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been missing out on the deliciousness of sweet potatoes for 40 years of my life. What's the matter with me? So I finally glommed on. I love sweet potatoes. And, even more, I love the Okinawa purple sweet potato, which I like even, and they're even a little bit healthier with antioxidants than the orange sweet potatoes. Right. And I don't like the Stokes. I don't like the North Carolina. I like either the Japan or the Hawaii grown Okinawa. Those are the best. And now I love sweet potatoes.
And you've never had sweet potato pie.
I've never had sweet potato pie, but I love regular sweet potatoes.
Do you have an aversion to like custardy pies?
Let me tell you, with pumpkins, let me tell you the problem. The pumpkin thing, I think my aversion to pumpkin pie was as a kid cutting pumpkins open and making jack-o'-lanterns or whatever, reaching in and grabbing the slimy pumpkin guts.
Yeah, the guts.
That turned me off to pumpkins. But then again, as an adult, I would go for dim sum at Golden Unicorn. So Golden Unicorn for dim sum in Chinatown on south of Canal.
Oh, they put pumpkin in sushi.
Hang on, they have the steamed rib.
Okay.
So you get steamed rib in a sauce, and some of the recipes for steamed rib calls for black bean. I like that too. But at Golden Unicorn, they put chunks of like boiled pumpkin in with the steamed rib. It's phenomenal. And I'm eating these. I'm like, holy crap. I mean, the cooked pumpkin is fantastic.
Yeah, pumpkin's actually a legitimate vegetable.
I get it. I know.
But it's a good pie.
But it just shows that you can be turned off by something, and for a large portion of your life, you've deprived yourself of a delicacy or some deliciousness or a food that you would enjoy. And that's happened to me numerous times where later in life, I'm like, my God, I've been missing out on this for years. What the hell's wrong with me?
So what the hell's wrong with you with pumpkin pie? Is this the year that you break the pumpkin pie barrier?
I don't know. Again.
But now I think you're being like kind of a jerk about it. I'm not gonna. If I brought one in, you'd be like, I'm not having it. Oh, nope. I've made it this long without pumpkin pie.
921. 921 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. Don't make me turn this cruise ship around. You see what happened? Seriously.
Oh, yeah, I saw it happen.
Don't make me turn this cruise ship around.
Now, this wasn't as big as other ones.
Oh, this is crazy, though.
Yeah, this is nuts.
This is nuts. You want to wreck your cruise? Here's how you do it. Yeah, we got a cruise story coming up in just a bit. Oh, I have another Publishers Clearinghouse nightmare story. Remember we did one a couple of weeks back?
Yeah, they're out of business.
Yeah, they're out of business.
No more checks.
Somebody bought the assets of the old Publishers Clearinghouse.
But not the debts.
No. So all of the liabilities, all of the payouts over decades, all wiped off the books. I've got another PCH, Publishers Clearinghouse story. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. I got a crazy chef story coming. We got a lot of stuff. Always love the last segment of the show because I never want to leave great stuff on the table. And that's going to be next. MJ Morning Show, Q105, 104.7 FM. Weather-tight mic and weather-tight windows. If you're looking for window and door replacements, folks, don't mess around with others. WeatherTight Mike has the reputation, the pricing, the installation quality that you need. So what is it with replacement windows that you need to know? Well, you might be in an older house and, well, it is time. But you might be in a newer house. You might be in maybe a house that's only 8, 9, 10 years old. The truth is that a lot of the builder's grade materials that are used in some of the homes, well, they didn't use, good stuff. And a lot of times they'll put money in more of the finishes, which people see, versus windows. So you've got a bunch of homes built here in Florida where the builders used crappy windows, cheap windows. They put the money into the kitchen countertop or, some of the other finishes in the house. So you might have a newer house that needs a replacement window. If that's the case, then you call WeatherTight Mike. So wherever you are, whatever stage of window and door replacement you're in, you want WeatherTight windows, WeatherTight Mike. It's PGT custom windows and doors built right here in Florida, engineered for our climate, but also just as important as the quality product, you need the best installation. Because if you've got a good window or door and the installation sucks, you're up the creek, man. So that's why you want WeatherTight Mike. You get everything. People love WeatherTight Mike, WeatherTight windows. Don't forget the cookies. Right now, $200 rebate per door, $100 rebate per window. No tariffs because they're made right here in America. It's weathertightwindows.com and tell them that MJ sent you. When your air conditioning has a problem, I'm going to tell you how to solve it like the DJ revolves it. You call Plan B Air Conditioning. When your air conditioning is on the blink, if it's not blowing cold, when you want to go inside the house, you want to get out of the heat and the humidity, and you're wanting some cool air to, soothe you like you're on the mountaintop with a York peppermint patty, blah, 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 and you're getting just ridiculous, awful hot air coming out, that's when you call Plan B Air Conditioning. Or, hey, maybe things are working very well right now, but who knows? A week from now, a month from now, it's not going to be so hunky-dory. That's when you call Plan B Air Conditioning. Great company. They are an honest company. Integrity is their middle name. It's planbairconditioning.com. They're not going to jam you up. They're not going to sell you stuff you don't need. They're not going to take advantage of the fact that, most of us are not air conditioning experts. Honest service. Get your AC fixed for a good price. If you need a new unit, they'll beat any other dealer by at least $500. It's planbairconditioning.com. You mentioned me, MJ, they'll give you 10% off. 10% off your repair bill. planbairconditioning.com, 813-PLAN-BAC, and tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on 925 MJ Morning Show. Back in minutes. Don't move. remember Michael Jordan's son got into a nasty episode with a cop over in Maitland near Orlando? Remember that?
Was his name Michael Jordan Jr.?
Yeah, Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, Marcus.
Marcus.
No, it's Marcus Jordan.
Yeah.
He's also an MJ.
Right.
So, but he's a Marcus Jordan, not a Michael Jordan. Now, that was George Foreman had all the kids named George.
That's right. Remember that?
George this, George that, George that. Yeah, so we have and I had Andrew pull out the old body cam video audio on this because it was pretty entertaining. So Michael Jordan's second eldest son, Marcus, was hit with all kinds of charges: driving under the influence, possession of a controlled substance, resisting an officer without violence. Happened earlier this year. He's managed to, of course, with a highly paid defense attorney, he's managed to skirt the bulk of the charges, but there are some conditions. So here's the deal. Here's the background on the Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son story. A cop found Marcus Jordan's Lamborghini Urus stuck on railroad tracks. Remember back in February in Maitland?
That's the Lambo SUV, right?
Yeah, Maitland's like right next to Winter Park, Altamont Springs in that area, right? And so Michael Jordan's kid Marcus is in this expensive. What is a the Urus? Is the that's the
SUV.
That's the SUV. It's the Lamborghini SUV. That thing's got to be what, $350,000? So he's in a Urus Lamborghini SUV. He's stuck on railroad tracks in Maitland. Cop in the police report said that he had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, reeked of alcohol. Jordan admitted to having drinks at a club earlier in the night, but insisted he wasn't over the legal limit. He failed 3 on-the-scene sobriety tests. Cops also said he was combative. The police body cam footage, which was released to the public, and we've got the audio right here, he's saying, "I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son."
That's right. I'd be telling everybody.
Then they found a white powdery substance.
I like Coke.
In his pocket.
My dad's Michael Jordan, and I snort the booger sugar.
Yeah. It initially tested positive for cocaine.
Okay.
But it was later confirmed as ketamine.
Okay. That's not better? Is that better? I don't know.
I think it's about the same. Whether it's Coke or ketamine, I think they, you know what? Type that in. Is Coke and ketamine the same scheduled drug? I think they're both schedule. Are those schedule 1 or 2? Coke and ketamine. Yeah, here we go. Drug scheduling. Go ahead and click on that. Click on the top thing from DAA. All right, scroll up. Schedule 1, chemicals defined as drugs. So Schedule 1, heroin, LSD, ecstasy. Schedule 2 is hydrocodone.
Vicodin, cocaine, methamphetamine, methadone.
So Coke is scheduled. So ketamine is on. It's Schedule 2? Anyway. Yeah, I like to keep my schedule straight when it comes to the drugs. So we have the body cam footage. So he's wiggled out of this. And I have some of the details on how he's going to, skirt the bulk of the really, really bad charges.
What's he going to do?
Here's the audio. I had
going to play in like a charity basketball tournament for the sheriff?
Here's some of the body cam. Then we'll go back in time.
Well, hang on. You are stuck. Come here. You know the train's come by right now, right? No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the out of here.
He is stuck on the tracks.
Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, the concern is this $300,000 vehicle. I would like to just, push this away.
Let's start trying.
There's nothing in my pocket.
There's nothing in my pocket but white powder, which initially tested positive for cocaine, but then was later determined to be ketamine instead of Coke.
Bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm drunk and I'm stuck on railroad tracks. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
At what age do you stop dropping dad's name?
Hey, that would be funny if his blood alcohol level was a 0.23.
Right?
Get it?
Yes.
23. Right.
I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay? And clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train tracks.
Clearly, we would like to get our car off of the effing train tracks.
Clearly, that's the case, Marcus.
Clearly,
yes,
that is the case. All right, body cam continues.
I'm letting you know. I have concerns.
LMS Pro Collagen.
I appreciate that. Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car.
Fess, what are you playing over there?
I was trying to pull up Chicago Bulls intro music, and there's a commercial there.
I have that. I use that as rejoiner music.
I was going to number 23 from the University of North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I got this. Oh, Andrew says I can't play too much of that because that gets us shut off YouTube. Yeah, Andrew says that's a huge one, so I got to limit how much of that song I can play. Hang on, let me go back to his audio here. All right, so part 2 of the body cam footage.
I'm letting you know. I have concerns. Well,
I appreciate that.
Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home.
Fester, I'm not anything that can't drive home.
I'm not anything.
I'm stuck on the railroad tracks in a $350,000 Lamborghini SUV. Guy's bloodshot eyes, liquored up. He's got ketamine in his pocket.
My daddy is Michael Jordan. I want you to know my Lamborghini's on the train track. Obviously, we want to get our car home.
What was that movie that Michael Jordan did with the animation?
Space Jam?
Yeah, Space Jam. Yeah. My dad was in Space Jam.
Hey, you guys ever see Space Jam?
640.
That's my dad.
My job is to keep everybody safe.
I'm not familiar with this area. I made a right.
Delta,
I thought I was making a right onto the highway. I made a right onto the train track.
Yeah, you might be inebriated if you make a right turn on. When you confuse train tracks for a highway, you might be impaired. Just tossing that out there. All right, one more clip.
Scale from 0 to 10, 0 be completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk. Where would you put yourself at?
All right, listen to this.
Where would I put myself at? 3. 3? Yes. Okay.
All right, you hear what the cop said?
Yeah, it's a trip.
So the cop is asking, hey, on a scale, where would you put yourself? So listen again.
Scale from 0 to 10, 0 be completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk.
All right, so 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 is falling down drunk. He asks Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son, where are you on this?
Scale from 0 to 10, 0 be completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk. Where would you put yourself at? Where would I put myself at? 3. 3? Yes. Okay. All right. Put those hands back.
There you go.
That's a trap question.
Yeah. You can hear the clinkety clink of the cuffs. Anyway, so what happened?
Oh, man.
He escapes all the major charges here. So I'm sure he had a really good defense attorney out of Orlando. So here's the deal. According to reports, the case was scheduled to go to trial in June, but was delayed to allow his legal team time for plea negotiations. And guess what? A plea deal for Michael Jordan's son was granted. Jordan and prosecutors reached the deal, which allows all of the criminal charges to be dismissed, but only if he follows certain stipulations. Listen to this, including a handwritten 250-word apology to the arresting officer that he reportedly berated. So part of the actual negotiation for the plea deal.
He has to write a letter like he's in the 5th grade?
It's like a chalkboard. You have to write 100 times.
Yeah.
I will not drive drunk, park on the railroad tracks, and have ketamine in my pocket.
What if he
100
writes,
times on the blackboard like Bart Simpson?
Dear officer, I am very, 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 very sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I will never, ever, 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 ever
drive drunk.
He could get 250 words out in no time.
He's got to write a handwritten 250-word apology letter to the officer.
Man.
What else? He's got to do 50 hours of community service. He has to have an interlock device put on his Urus.
Okay.
He's got to make a $1,000 donation to an approved organization.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. $300,000 car on the train track.
$1,000. Why don't you donate the Urus to like the Boys and Girls Club of Orlando or something?
Whatever. All right, Marcus.
Anyway, so they found a.
What does he do? Does he just live off of daddy's fame?
I don't know what he does. What does
Marcus Jordan do?
I have not heard of anything that any of Michael Jordan's kids do. No idea. Don't make me turn this cruise ship around, Fester.
So how big was this fight?
It was they called it a good-sized brawl. This was a Royal Caribbean cruise that had to turn around and go back to Miami on Monday because of an all-out brawl between two people next to a kiddie pool on board. I mean, they could barely get out of port, and people are already fighting on the cruise ship. It's been a while since I've been on a ship. Once you board, how long? I mean, you're on there for a while
until your first port.
Before it even pushes off of the port of departure.
Miami's also a tricky port. It's really narrow.
Oh, you got that causeway.
Yeah, and it takes a little bit of work to get all the ships, a little orchestration, to get all the ships turned around.
The Wonder of the Seas had to go back to Miami after a brawl. I guess it was some kind of dispute by the kiddie pool, turned into an all-out brawl between two people. Verbal dispute then became physical, according to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, and the captain of the ship decided to return to port and contact authorities. Both individuals transported to a local hospital with injuries. Passengers involved declined to press charges on each other, but you know what? The captain, who I think his name was Stubing, Captain Stubing, he didn't want to deal with these idiots.
No.
He just wanted to, you've got a 5-day cruise or whatever. It was a 5-day Bahamas cruise.
Yeah.
He doesn't want these jokers on the boat. Get them off.
Everybody wants to have a good time, get some buffet food, maybe have a couple of drinks, be cool.
So he turned the damn cruise ship around, and this is a massive boat. It's the Wonder of the Seas.
It's a wonder this thing floats. Look at the
Tell you
size
what,
of this thing.
it's white. You know what I would have done with this thing?
What?
It's all white, right? It's the Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas. You know what you do? You put yellow, blue, red, and green dots all over the side of the ship, and you call it the Wonder Bread of the Seas.
What a marketing opportunity.
You make it look like a giant loaf of Wonder Bread.
It's $1 billion marketing idea they've
Look
missed
at that.
out on.
Look at that. Wonder Bread of the Seas.
So narrow-minded.
Instead of just the Wonder of the Seas?
Wonder Bread of the Seas.
The Wonder Bread of the Seas. Don't make me turn this cruise ship around.
Yes.
Yeah, that captain just did not want those idiots on board, so he turned the thing around. Delayed him for a couple of hours. And, Miami-Dade sheriffs, they went on board. They just, took them off. Yeah, but we've had a lot. What did we have 3 weeks? We had
the fight was over
chicken fingers.
Chicken nuggets or fingers.
We had a chicken finger fight. It was like a 2 a.m. chicken finger. You said on cruises, the overnight food is typically pizza or chicken fingers, right?
Yeah, and this was apparently the chicken fingers and
chicken finger fight. Big brawl.
These people were very upset.
Yeah. 9:43 at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, you know what? I wanted to get to these earlier, but we've had a pretty solid show today. Just it's been nonstop. And I wanted to get to these early, but better late than never. I've got 2 stories involving, individuals in position of authority where you're dealing with kids. And I've got 2 crazy stories here. One is right here in Pinellas County, and the other is up in Providence, Rhode Island. First, Pinellas, a substitute classroom assistant apparently smacked a 6-year-old kid in the face with a lunchbox, and the kid is autistic.
Oh.
I would suggest maybe a substitute classroom assistant for maybe this is not the right position for you.
Maybe you don't hit the kids with lunchboxes.
Yeah. So, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, the assistant's facing charges after he hit a child with autism with a lunchbox. The kid ended up with a welt on their forehead. David Jones, 65, arrested and charged with child abuse. Happened on Monday at Oakhurst Elementary School, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, this Jones dude was assigned to a special needs classroom. Happened right after lunch. 6-year-old child who's autistic, semi-verbal, was hitting and kicking as a sign of communication. And Jones swung a lunchbox and struck the 6-year-old kid in the face.
Come on, man. You can't do that to the kid.
Tell you what, when I was a kid, the lunchboxes were metal. Remember the metal lunchboxes?
Yeah.
With the metal hooks on them? And that thermos inside? That if you looked at it wrong, it broke? It had like glass inside the thing? They always had a weird smell, too. Remember? And they had that little clip inside the metal lunchbox that held your thermos.
Held the thermos in place.
Yeah, I dropped I dropped I broke every single one of those
Thermos
things.
was really too big for that lunchbox.
Yeah. Had that plastic twist off thing, that the lid on that thing. Anyway, I mean, maybe this is the wrong job for you, Mr. Jones, at 65 years old. You're dealing with an autistic kid. You have to be able to roll with the punches and not give the punches.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Leave the kid alone.
With a lunchbox to the face. Anyway, this guy's in trouble. Yeah, deputy said there was a metal canister inside the lunchbox, strong enough to leave a welt on the 6-year-old's forehead. Jones later admitted striking the child, told them it was a knee-jerk reaction. Deputy said Jones also confirmed that he was aware the child had autism.
Yeah,
so
how does he not know?
All right, so that's number one. Then another, what are you doing in this profession question here? A behavioral interventionist bit a child. So you got this?
That's some intervention.
You have somebody that's a trained behavioral interventionist at his school.
Don't bite the kids.
Bites the freaking kid. Staff member at Lillian Feinstein Elementary School in Providence, Rhode Island, arrested for biting and hitting a student. Letter went out to, families. The principal said an educator was engaged with a student under their supervision in a manner that violated professional standards. Yeah, I think biting a kid might be a violation of professional standards. Charged with assault, placed on leave. Nuts. Can you imagine? So you deal with child behavior issues and you end up biting a kid? According to the report, the student told police they wanted to paint, but Martinez, who's the woman, Yuritsa Martinez.
The biter.
Right. That's the behavior interventionist, right? So the student wanted to paint, but Martinez said, nope, no painting right now. The student threw the paint across the room, then grabbed the child, who bit Martinez. So the child bit, and in response, Martinez then bit the child back on the side of the neck like a freaking vampire.
It's actually good parenting. So your kid bites you, you bite him back, let him know it's not a joke. You bite a kid, they're not going to bite you back again.
What's that movie that I saw with Michelle and Julian that was great? The Nafra, what is that thing? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea. The movie that was great. Oh, yeah, that one.
Type in vampire movie and then Nafra, Nofre or something.
Vampire.
Yeah, what's the name of that damn thing? That was a great movie.
Nafr.
No, that's you put in DAF, NAF. Vampire movie, NAF, NA. Yeah, just type that. That's enough. That'll kick something out. What the hell's the name of this thing? Yeah, hit search.
I'm trying.
All right, here we go.
It's going slow. List of vampire films.
Oh man, it's not coming up.
150 best vampire movies.
Nafra. Nosferatu. That was it. That's a good movie, man. That was great. Nosferatu. Yeah, that's it. 2024 horror mystery. That was fantastic. Nosferatu is a 2024 American Gothic horror movie written and directed by Robert Eggers. Yeah, remake of the 1922 Nosferatu. Anyway, maybe she thought she was auditioning for the stage play for Nosferatu.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so two stories of people involved, with students that have issues and, they can't keep it together. All right, 9:49 at the MJ Morning Show. I think I can get two more things in. So I tease both of these things. So I want to, hey, Andrew, what's our last commercial break so I can get everything in? Give me a time when you get a chance. So more stories are coming out about people who are just wrecked over the whole Publishers Clearinghouse bankruptcy.
I mean, anybody who didn't take the one lump sum is screwed.
Yeah, most people took the payouts instead of taking lump sums. And I don't know if they offered lump sums for everything.
Everybody,
you know, the $5,000 a week for life. Well, guess what? They're not getting it for life. So if you had one of those long-term payouts from Publishers Clearinghouse, yeah, you're hosed. The new owner of Publishers Clearinghouse says they're not paying out a dime of any of the lifelong prizes that were promised to winners before July of 2024. ARB Interactive is a Miami-based gaming firm. They bought Publishers Clearinghouse out of bankruptcy, so they took the assets, but zero of the liabilities. I think we told a story, John Wiley of Bellingham, Washington. He says he was promised $5,000 a week for life in 2012.
Yeah, every January he got like a $250,000 check in his account.
No, he got was it? Yeah, that's right. So it was like 52 weeks times 5. Yeah. So every year, and no check came this year. He got the early 2024 check, got nothing in 25. So his whole life was built around this money. He's got to sell his possessions. He's got to look for a job now after being out of the workforce for a year. So I think
a year?
Yeah,
He's been out of the workforce for a decade.
No, I'm sorry, 4 years.
Yeah,
he was out of the workforce for years. Actually, it was a decade.
You get a guaranteed $250,000 a year. First thing I do is quit everything.
So he quit his job, and then we already talked about his case, but now more individuals are popping up. Here's Matthew and Tamar Veach, disabled veterans from Oregon. They also won $5,000 a week in 2001 for life. And now that money evaporates for them, and they don't know how they're going to get by solely on their military pensions now.
Yeah, they should have thought about that before they burned $250,000 a year.
So, more of these stories are coming.
You don't put away 10-15% of it? You don't think like that?
I mean, how many winners are out there? How many winners collecting these annual prizes are just SOL? So we're starting to get more and more of these PCH stories. So I don't know if they were offered an option of a lump sum cash up front, but clearly, if that was an option, in hindsight,
you should have took it.
Should have taken it. Guess so. And then finally, before we get out of here, this is nuts. A celebrity chef who's been on celebrity chef shows, Valentino Luchin.
Okay.
Robbed 3 banks in one day in San Francisco.
That is a lot of work.
What was he in? He was in, I guess, like some Food Network shows. I guess he's a local celebrity chef.
Renowned California chef.
Yeah, he's been on a number of Food Network or other shows. And he literally robbed 3 banks. Who robs banks these days? I mean, it does happen. It happens, but it's just not as common as it used to be. There's just not a whole lot of bank robbing these days. And this guy's 62 years old, taken into custody on September 10th. After passing notes and demanding money to 3 different bank tellers, 3 different locations, a couple of weeks back.
This isn't the first time the chef has been accused of robbing banks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's done it before? The hell?
He was arrested for robbing a bank.
A Citibank. Yeah, he robbed a Citibank in 2018.
I mean, this guy.
Wow.
He knows what he's... I guess he's not good at it.
We've got a number of celebrity chefs here in our Bay Area. This happened in the Bay Area of California, San Francisco. And we've got some celebrity chefs here in the Tampa Bay area. Hopefully none are going to, rob any Fifth Thirds or anything,
Stay away from Grok Financial. I have a withdrawal to make later today.
We got to roll. Folks, have a phenomenal day. Hope you enjoyed the MJ Morning Show on a Wednesday. See you tomorrow for the Thursday episode. Do me a favor. Whatever you do, let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to all the big contests. Powered